What kind of cowardly bullshit is this?
It's just iDubbbz and Anissa, man.
Hassan is already watching it live, of course.
Yeah, but he won't watch Ethan's content nuke live. You're gonna play this game and jeopardize Creator Clash 3? He wants to criticize Ethan, and now he also gets like the cloud of having Lena on that's attached to H3. Is that Dantavius?
Remember when he was laughing at Israeli civilians running in fear? Are you okay with that, Ian? Have you seen that?
Well, he probably didn't see that. iDubbbz didn't come into this with like any level of intelligence. The fact that iDubbbz doesn't even keep that context alive and doesn't bring it into the video, it shows that he's intentionally being dishonest. Asmongold is out here legitimately non-critically saying the dumbest right-wing shit ever, but we go after Ethan because he's 2 degrees right of Hassan Parker.
What would you do?
Ethan reacts to iDubbbz's content copy.
Boring!
About him, though.
I think you should call it Ethan colonizes iDubbbz content.
Yeah, shut up, Ian.
That's so fucking... That's so
Ooh, even Dan told him to shut up. That's fucking crazy. All right, everybody. Let's do it. Yesterday we checked out the full thing. The full, we're going to call it a hit piece, because that's what it was. It was actually terrible. I gave it a chance. It was a god-awful garbage. And today we're just going to check out Ethan's initial reaction. I know he's going to talk about it again in further detail. I want to see his initial reaction. I want to see how he feels when he has this poopy piece dropped onto him. So let's go, and what a beautiful frame to start on. Hello, Daniel.
Some breaking news. Your old friend iDubbbz just released a video.
Yeah.
It's about you.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I knew it would be, dude.
oh my God. That is the... No, it can't be.
Well,
It actually can't be. Holy fuck, dude.
it sure is.
Damn.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. Oh, no.
Holy fuck.
And from a quick scrub through, I think, well, it's going to be
It's full of such good, well thought out, meaningful information, guys, okay?
a little spicy.
Let's watch it. I mean, so like the thing is like, this guy went from...
How do you not watch it? Like, you know that iDubbbz released this right when Ethan went live to trap him, to be like, oh, boom, and hit him with like the most impact. You know it was intentional. You know he dropped it at this point on purpose. That was the whole goal. Like that was the goal of this situation, was to drop it right there so that he could catch Ethan off guard. You know it's true. You know it's true.
This guy went from saying he didn't want to get involved to supporting people calling CPS, like associating with people calling CPS on my family. An atmosphere where someone like Bad Empanada...
I love how iDubbbz didn't even bring it up. He refused to bring up that part too. He's like, oh, what do you want me to say? That he doesn't. His kids don't eat shit. That's what he wants to say.
is being platformed by people like Matt Lieb and Denims, who are friends with...
It looks like they're both in the video.
Check the description.
Oh my God. Like what? Like what? Why? What did I do to like fucking... Like, what kind of fucking, like, bro, what kind of cowardly bullshit is this? Like,
It's just iDubbbz and Anissa, man. That's just what they do.
We have one disagreement where I get upset because you guys aren't defending me publicly. After everything I've done.
Again, specifically, when it comes in reference to, defending their, the abuse that their family is getting hit with, the claims that their kids play in dog shit.
Done to support you guys.
Ian messaged AB and said he meant to drop it before the show, but couldn't because of a technical difficulty. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there was a technical difficulty there.
And like you bring on people who are fucking Denims.
Well, that is
Frogan.
That's another thing too. Isn't he gonna have like Lena or something in the boxing match? He wants to suckle at the teat of H3's clout. But at the same time he wants to call out Ethan Klein. It's just like, dude, you can't have it both ways. Loser.
Who did a fucking anti-Semitic tier list, and you're platforming them and co-signing them?
No, it was
and
just...
by the way,
that's
to
not
even
what
make it even more crazy, Lena's fighting in your fight, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I actually can't believe that he did this. It's actually fucking unreal.
Pretty wild.
And it's just so pathetic, too. Like, talk about a bandwagon. Like, bro, this is the edgy, cool content you're trying to make a play to, like, fucking warm up to. By the way, iDubbbz, Lena's fucking having a panic attack because why would you do this and not even tell her? Like, why would you invite someone on the show and do this? It's just fucking mean-spirited. I can't. I'm genuinely in disbelief. I am genuinely in disbelief.
I feel so bad for Ethan. but at the same time, I'm gooning to the content, dude. You know.
Belief. And by the way, I know all the criticism that all these people level against me, and there's no shot that this video holds any fucking water.
No, it doesn't. It's actually pathetic. It's actually pathetic how little amount of like actual like iDubbbz makes almost no points. The only like point that I can maybe agree with is that Ethan should worry about his optics a little more, and you know, I feel like he should have dropped his content nuke on Hassan, and he kind of just should have like let it roll off from there. That's it. All right, Ethan's a little petty. Oh no, that's it. That doesn't warrant an entire video where he just constantly pushes through disinformation.
I'll watch the whole thing. I don't give a fuck. Oh, and great, you got
it's just fucking ridiculous.
Psychology in Seattle. My 10 out of 10 perfect apology.
It could be in jeopardy, dude.
This is actually...
It could be in jeopardy.
This is actually fucking unbelievable. People were like, oh, he's doing a content cop. I was like, oh, okay.
Bro, I'm telling you, I fucking knew he was gonna make the content cop on this. I don't know why everybody was like, no, it's not gonna be about Ethan. Why wouldn't it be? It makes perfect sense. It lines up with like where iDubbbz is right now. And where he is right now is he's terrified of like a progressive audience. That's it. He's like a baby. He's just like terrified. Oh God. He's sitting here apologizing to the entire black community because he criticized that guy Jinx, that was his name, right? Who just made dolphin noises while giving no commentary and reacting to other people's content. Like, I'm a reactor, I understand that, but like I try to add to the video. What was he doing? He was just being I was like, I'm sorry for being racist. I'm so sorry for being racist to this guy. What are you talking about? How are you being racist to him for calling him out? Everybody's doing the same thing nowadays. Like, that's not true. It's ridiculous. It's absurd.
The best guess I heard was like, oh, maybe he's doing it on Kick. Maybe he's doing it on Kick.
What they're doing this? Wow, what are they doing? Why are they censoring him? What the hell is happening?
I said the C word. Bro,
wait, if you just hit the audio, it's more confusing.
Well, I just...
whatever.
Oh, did he say? Yeah, that word I think is you can't use that or it gets demonetized.
They'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, I guess that one doesn't work. I hit the C. I said the C word, so I hit the audio. I can't believe how fucking insane this is. Holy shit, bro. I mean, people that watch the show know how much like I've stood up for him during that whole time when like the entire internet was accusing Anissa of being like some succubus. And the amount that we went to bat for him, stuck our necks out for him, promoted both of his fucking boxing events, like with our whole chest. How is it that he's going to ally with someone like Denims and Frogan?
You know what I find so funny about the dynamic? Like, this isn't even about who's right and who's wrong, right? You might want to, you could think Ethan's right and wrong. You could think it's Hassan or whatever. But here's one thing that I think that everybody can agree with. Okay. Anissa is a weak person, and so is iDubbbz. And like Ethan, like specifically, Hila's not. Like, even if you disagree with her or whatever, like that's what it is. And I feel like that's been like most of the guidance that Ian is taking, because he doesn't give any pushback. Like, he just lets he's just completely ruled by his wife, and that's not because she's a bad person. That's because he doesn't set boundaries or give any meaningful pushback. And like that's where we're kind of at. And I feel like there's got to be that. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's a factor. Like, I listen to my wife too, but like, you got to set your own boundaries and be like, listen, I don't agree with you on this. But iDubbbz just eats everything that his wife says up, and he's like, oh yeah, she's right. It's not because she's a bad person or that like women are the problem. It's because their relationship doesn't have any like ebb and flow and back and forth. And the person that's guiding the relationship is a weak person trying to pretend that they're a strong person. Like, Anissa's the type of boss that puffs their chest out and like acts like an asshole to you because she's asserting authority. That's the vibe I get, at least. So I feel like that's part of it. Set some better boundaries, iDubbbz.
And Noah Sampson, who says
looks like he makes an appearance.
And Matt Lee
too. Yeah.
How
the whole gang? It's the whole gang.
I'm genuinely in shock. I cannot believe what a fucking cowardly, bandwagony, shitty fucking move this is. I'm just in disbelief. I'm gonna watch it live.
Should you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't care. But like, why?
I just don't think. I feel like you're gonna get really emotional and say something you regret.
Well,
that's probably good advice. Well, again, that was the intention. The intention was to drop it at this point on purpose, so that Ethan would feel trapped and like have like that more emotional response, instead of like having even like a little bit to kind of be like, okay, we're gonna talk about this and we're gonna respond like this. Blah 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 blah. That was the whole point, the entire time.
I've got the button.
I mean, that's true.
Why are we on Ethan's side? Because Ethan is right.
I'm
Like, I know you don't have a problem taking it head on, but I just feel
of course not. Because I know that
you're
whatever,
understandably upset. And
Because Ethan is right.
I feel like it might be a little.
I think that for me to show, like, I don't need to fucking pre-watch this. I don't need someone else to hold my hand through it. Like, I'm ready to take on anything that these people have to say about me. I'm just...
Fair enough.
I'm in disbelief. Why would you do this to Lena, of all people? Like, what the fuck is she supposed to do?
That's not the intention. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm wrong.
She's been training. You couldn't at least wait till after Creator Clash? You didn't even think to give her a heads up? AB fought in 2 of your things, man.
If you don't think that this was tactically or calculated when it came to its release, then you're an idiot, okay? When I'm eating my wife's ass and she farts, do you think that's an accident? Ask that philosophical question for you. Obviously, iDubbbz released this at this time on purpose.
Don't you feel like some obligation to them?
Maybe,
I checked.
maybe he's defending it.
I checked my phone. Ian did just message me. He said, "I'm."
Oh shit! I got to read that comment on the video for the video. Okay, not just on stream. Anissa owns Ian with an 8-inch strap. Listen, that's true, and you know what I say. Getting pegged by a woman is gayer than getting fucked by a trans woman, because trans women are women, and so while it is a penis, so it makes it about 5% gay. You're still pleasing a woman, but you're getting pegged and sucking on a strap-on that a girl has on them. That's all your pleasure. That is infinitely gayer. And I feel like that's the type of discourse that we need to have right now. Okay.
I'm sorry to put you in the position.
Wow, what a fucking nice guy. Just message you now.
He said he dragged me when I was already unhappy with what was going on. I didn't appreciate that, especially since he refused to get on the phone with me.
What?
It was meant to go live before the show, but I was having technical difficulties. Again, I'm sorry you caught in the middle. And I know
I'm so sorry you're caught in the middle. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, iDubbbz wants to be like the nice guy. Oh my goodness, I really didn't want to have a negative effect on you. Bro, like, grow up. If you're going to be an asshole and do this, just grow up. Also, shut the fuck up.
You try to de-escalate, but it's clear Ethan is interested in de-escalating.
De-escalate? I just said I vented about them not defending me. What the fuck is he like? He's actually losing his shit and I just can't believe it, dude.
Did you call him up?
He didn't just make a video calling Ethan out, being like, "Hey, I didn't like this. Was what you did." He made a video guzzling Hassan's cum. There's a pretty profound difference between these two things.
Call him up right now.
This is like the most cowardly, insane flip shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, I genuinely can't believe it. Like, this guy is actually trying to make his comeback on the back of this insanity.
Well, Noah said it. It's the industrial complex is strong right now. Baby.
I just expected
Also, I'm
better.
sure this is all going to get clipped, and I love that I'm looking like this for all this.
At least I don't have black hair.
True.
The thing is, like, he just went on an apology tour being like, all of the content cups I made were mean-spirited and bad. And I'm taking down all of them, even the ones about Rice Gum and Leafy. But he's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag.
What if
What the fuck? That's just funny. What the fuck?
this one isn't mean? I don't know.
It's impossible looking at who he's thinking.
Well, this is the thing. I don't think iDubbbz is anti-Semitic at all. Like, he's not. Like, I doubt that he doesn't like Jews. But he's awfully comfortable around people who do not like Jews. And I'll tell you, the people that are worse are the complicit the silent guys that are just like, all right. Those people are worse than the actual anti-Semites.
Thinking.
Right, yeah.
It's impossible. Oh my god, dude. This is beyond fucking unreal. This is unreal, man. The thing is, like, everybody in the my fan base already knows everything that these people are going to say. So, like, it's not going to affect me. It's just for him to get, like, kudos off the back of these psychopaths. What about Hila? Oh, she's on the way?
Oh, yeah, she said she's coming to the office. She's leaving the house now, she said.
Oh,
whoa. Yeah. Oh, wait, who's watching the kid while the kids eat poop? Oh, shit. There it is, dude. Just kidding, obviously. That's ridiculous, okay?
Oh, she's going to be pissed, bro. These people, man. I can't. I'm genuinely shocked. Like, I'm genuinely fucking shocked.
Should we wait to talk about it, or you want to talk about it now?
I suggested that.
I think we should.
Go ahead. You can suggest. I'm open to suggestions.
Just in terms of, like, it being in the...
Well, I mean, it's hard for them. They're not allowed to suggest, guys. They're not allowed to have any input because obviously Ethan creates a toxic, abusive work environment, according to iDubbbz. So really what's happening here is actually, we're not seeing what's actually happening here. Like, this doesn't exist. None of this actually exists, just to be clear. We're not really seeing that. Well, because iDubbbz told us that Ethan doesn't create this space for them to actually express themselves or, to disagree with Ethan.
In the moment, maybe, do we want to watch it off and then talk about it on
Personally, God, it's so stupid that I even need to fucking react to this shit now. Like, I've been trying not to like interface with all this shit, especially all.
Well, I don't know if that's true. Okay.
These little scumbag channels that like have been making videos about me, and now he's forcing this conversation to continue and platforming this group of fucking psychopaths, minus Kirk, legend, 10 out of 10. I'm in pure disbelief, man. What do you guys mean? Call him now? I haven't even seen the video. Why would I call him?
Because I had suggested that a minute ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could just do what Hassan would do and just ignore it and, pretend you watched it, I guess, and then talk to him. How about that?
No, but
he was saying that you wouldn't take his phone call.
Okay.
I would.
Maybe he didn't have any minutes.
Call him. I just need to know what the fuck he's going to say in it. I personally think it's kind of a play of supreme confidence that I'm willing to watch it right now, because once again, there's nothing he can say that hasn't already been debunked. Is he actually
Yeah, that's true.
taking the Zionist path on this? Is he actually doing that?
I haven't watched his video, so.
Judging by the people he's.
Probably. Yeah, that seems like a fair assumption based off of the credits here. So yeah.
Dude, this is unreal. Let's do a poll. I see people are. I can do it now.
They're going to say watch.
They're going to tell you to
There's
watch.
no point for a
obviously.
poll.
Well, let's see. I'm curious. They could say watch.
I just think,
Well, if Hila's coming. By the way, we
sure.
got to change the title.
I understand your impulse. I just think
That clickbait is nothing compared to what we got now.
Yeah, true. Maybe that's actually that's a pretty good title considering.
Yeah.
iDubbbz made me quit YouTube.
Oh man,
My very first YouTube video on my channel was why iDubbbz will never content cop H3H3.
oh,
That's so funny.
AB, why did
you can
you
never
do
make
this?
definitive statements like that.
Well, he didn't realize.
So it's basically AB's fault. That's what we're getting at. Okay, AB fucked it up by trying to, create this ridiculous prophecy that he would never do this. But he did do it. Dude.
is that I'm actually Israeli. He didn't know that fucking Hila did mandatory service and that I lived in Israel.
Zoom out. It's because it's private, AB. If you hadn't privated it, because he probably searched first to see if anybody had forbidden that, but it's private, so.
I genuinely. There's just so many reasons that this is insane. I'm genuinely at a loss here. Like, wow.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should do it off stream. Because I feel like, I don't know, this escalated initially because we were live and you guys were heated about, I forget what it was, but.
The kids eating poop and iDubbbz not defending them on that.
It was the froggy guy.
Did he message Lena or just you? Because, like, she's a human being too, by the way.
I don't know.
And this is about her. She's the one fighting. Why is he apologizing to you? Like, say sorry to her, you dumb fuck.
He might have. She's in the bathroom.
Dude, this is so fucked up.
Bummer, man. Had some funny videos in here. And we're going to talk about Olivia watching Lord of the Rings.
I don't mean
watch it,
to
Olivia?
make it
Show us
about
the first half.
I don't mean to make it about us, but man, I do feel bad for Lena. I had the full support of the whole audience the first time, and it was still so tough.
Yeah.
She's worked so hard.
And I know Ethan offered, to buy her out previously, but she doesn't feel right taking, that.
Well, what is it? She's fighting, right? She's fighting, right? Well, I mean, let's be honest, okay? Obviously, since it's a woman, it's just a DEI hire anyway, right? Am I right, guys? Anytime a woman does a job, it's a DEI. By the way, I voted Trump, and I have an actual traumatic brain injury, okay?
That large amount of money from Ethan for nothing, so it's just a shitty situation.
Yeah.
Listen, and I'm not going to fucking begrudge Lena's hard work already. So I said then, and I'll say it now. Like, if she wants to fight, I support her. She's worked hard, and she should go have her moment, right? 100%. I'm not going to tell her.
I appreciate that personally. I think that she should not fight because, I don't think that iDubbbz should be able to play this fucking game where he wants to criticize Ethan because Ethan got emotional that he wouldn't defend him. And just say, hey, listen, his kids don't eat poop, dog poop. He's a good father. That's all that he asked for. So that he wants to drop this content nuke and make new friends with people that will never like iDubbbz. And now he also gets like the cloud of having Lena on that's attached to H3. I don't think he should get that.
That she has to quit. But I'm sure from a personal POV, she's going to feel like she's fucked either way.
Yeah.
She's been afraid that she's going to get booed, which I don't think is going to happen, but.
Dude,
That'd be fucked.
When Lena goes out there, I'll be there screaming, okay?
There you go.
I'll boo her.
Why?
Yeah.
And why so urgent? When is this creator clash happening?
June?
In June.
June.
I mean, if Ela's coming, I feel like we got to watch it.
I
Or well, we'll see. What's the poll?
I think you and Lena, or you and Ela can watch it if you really want to. I didn't put up a poll. There's no point putting up a poll. The poll's going to tell you that you should watch it. The people obviously want to see that. I just think it might be wise to watch it, think out your thoughts, and respond in a calm way. Because there's no chance that you don't get heated. Which, like,
We want to see you get heated, Ethan. Let's be real. Okay, that's what we're here for.
He's been in my house like many times.
yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty. You guys were buddies for a long time.
He texted me like one time, like, "Hey, dude, we should talk this out," and I was like,
Yeah, but now he's been in Hassan's house, so wow.
"I don't feel like having this conversation right now." That's it.
No,
This is like straight up clout chasing.
I thought you did talk with him at one point, or was it that you talked with Anissa?
I was chatting with Anissa.
Oh, okay.
And then it came up because they were talking about it on their fucking podcast. By the way, they're the ones that like started this conversation by talking about it on the podcast. Be like, "Hey, I'm not getting involved."
I think that was their response after you guys initially called him out.
Oh yeah, because it was his editor, Froggy psychopath.
Yeah.
That's what it happened. Their editor was saying psycho shit about Ela or me, calling us like baby killers and shit. And I was like, "Damn, bro, you're not even gonna say anything? Like, what the hell? That's crazy, dude."
Well, considering they made this video, sounds like they endorse him 100%.
Say what?
I said since they made this video, it seems like they endorse Froggy Tonic then.
Yeah, it seems like they agree.
This
with
is their
him.
response to that.
It sounds like they think Ela's a baby killer, which is crazy considering they've.
And then I'm not trying to defend them, but based on what they were saying on their show, is for them to get involved, we're staying out of getting too involved in this in general, the conflict. So if they first start talking about it and they're calling out someone who's pro-Palestinian, then that's going to reflect on them like they're taking a stance in the conflict overall, which is why I always say even talking about this in general is just such a shit show because
They don't want to take a stance overall. What is this? They're doing a video with Hassan Denim.
I don't think that they have to take a stance overall. They literally could have said, like, listen, we're not taking a stance on like what's going on. We don't want to get involved in like this political stuff. But like we've met Ethan before and like we know that they're good parents and the kids aren't like rolling around in dog shit. That's all that they had to say.
Shonda Black, Frogan, Noah Sampson, and Matt Lieb.
Bro, I thought this content would be on Asmongold. That would have made a lot more sense. Asmongold would have made a lot more sense. It's funny that we're going after Ethan when Asmongold is out here legitimately, non-critically saying the dumbest right-wing shit ever. But we go after Ethan because he's 2 degrees right of Hassan Parker, but he's just not wildly anti-Semitic. Like, that's incredible.
I mean,
That's like the ensemble of disgusting.
You know who's not there?
I just wanted to be so fucking stupid.
Who?
Mike from PA.
Whoa,
Ooh,
Mike.
neither is Band Empanada. What's so funny is that they didn't have Band Empanada or Mike from PA there because they know that they're fucking PR nightmares. But so Denims will watch their videos while they say that Ethan is an abusive parent and lets their kids eat shit and roll around in shit, but they won't invite him to the club. Don't you think that that's a little bit sketchy?
From PA, what a bitch. Yo, you didn't even make it into this pathetic.
There is the silver lining.
That's so funny. Actually.
Damn.
I think that's so funny. Mike, do you see how pathetic you are? You weren't invited.
Never the bride, always the bridesmaid.
Always, man.
Stuff.
Every time I look at you, you remind me of him.
Me too.
Me?
Just with the hair.
Oh, well, I got to abandon ship. I got to abandon ship
Don't-
immediately.
no.
Can remind you of Mike from PA?
You're Dan from LA.
Damn, LA. That's right.
Okay.
I'm flabbergasted.
So I'm kind of at a loss
And once
for
again,
words
like
right now.
the thing is, this isn't going to do anything to me because we've already been having this conversation for
Well,
like
don't
2
speak
years
to
now.
Yeah, true. They're kind of past all the bullshit criticism.
Yeah, I don't know. It
Like so it's
does
literally
kind of
just
feel a
for
little
him.
like add it to the pile, you know?
It's not. Nobody's going to change their mind on this. From iDubbbz saying anything. iDubbbz is like nobody cares or respects iDubbbz anymore. He doesn't have like a perspective people care about. He's not a particularly strong person. He just kind of exists. Like that's it. So
It's literally just for clout. I can't believe it did. I feel bad for Lena and AB. You guys show some love to Lena because like this really sucks for her. Lena, she shouldn't feel bad or scared. You know what I mean? Like she did nothing wrong.
She's anxious in general. You guys can be fine and just still be anxious, but this is just she's
Yeah, of course I don't.
Yeah, it's kind of next level.
well, yeah. As I said to the audience, because she did get some shit last time when we were talking about it. She doesn't really have a choice. She put in the money. She's gonna do it. Like that's
well, she put in money. Why would she have to put in money to fight for their show? Are they? Is Creator Clash in such a terrible spot that the people who fight for it have to pay for their own shit?
Well, they say we'll pay you back,
right. The
which is
fighters get
kind of fucking
reimbursed.
weird. I don't know why they wouldn't just pay you up front for that.
Oh, well, it's probably because they don't want. I don't know. Probably because the whole Froggy Fresh thing. No.
I mean, it's just so cowardly when like everybody's dogpiling on me. Like this is the time to make a content comp. I thought it was supposed to be like
Bandwagon.
I can't. Bro, I can't. This is next level. Wow. This conversation. You're coming back.
Putting my weight back on. I got distracted.
This conversation is so pointless too, because like if I like you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go make like a well-reasoned H3 video response, but like it doesn't matter because everybody's already entrenched in this conversation, and he's appealing to like Hassan fans.
It wasn't well reasoned at all.
Then nothing matters. It's just like more fucking pointless shit. Just when I try to escape, they pull me back in. I really was trying to move on from this conversation. Isn't that crazy?
So who knows? Maybe it's like.
One thing I will say is that like the way that Ethan is acting is kind of inviting this and general energy. Like I said, I think you should have played this a little better optically. Drop the Hassan nuke and then kind of like let it stir. But he's been talking about it a lot more than he probably should have from an optics perspective. Like, let's be real. But iDubbbz is still wrong. And also, hey, we love the content.
Like the Rice Gum content cop was called Jake Paul content cop, and he's like, psych.
No, it's not.
It's really on Psychology in Seattle.
It's on Dan.
Oh no!
That goddamn A+.
Oh no!
Hassan is already watching it live, of course. I mean, obviously, he watches Bad Empanada videos live.
Yeah, but he won't watch Ethan's content nuke live.
Can't stand Hassan.
Watching the new iDubbbz content cop, by the way. Now he's like the darling of the left. He was the N-word guy.
Right.
Hey guys, I'm not the N-word guy anymore. I'm one of you. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Right?
I don't know if that's what the video is.
This is probably like the little bit of the emotional response. It's not super productive that Ethan's having here.
Guys, I'm one of you. I fucking hate Jews too, guys. Let's get after it. Israelis have no right to defend themselves, actually. All Israelis are settlers, actually. What is he going to give me a history lesson now? Is he a historian?
I don't know. I think you should just watch the video and then respond again.
Well, there's no shot that I'm not going to be able to do like just ignore it now. That's weird, right?
On today's episode, I mean, we could just talk about Lord of the Rings.
Let me get a taste of it.
Nice.
I don't know. I kind of feel like that's the whole point. He kind of is pressured to talk about it.
Get a taste of it. The first time I get pissed, I'll turn it off. If I start to get too... Some people are saying the CTE is starting to take effect, I guess. That would be comforting if there was some explanation at least.
Yeah, maybe.
Do the poll, actually. I'm curious if because if it's like 90% yes or is it like 70% yes?
Well, so what? Let's make sure it's a good poll. Hey, Ballhop, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships.
Whoa! Nice. Where the fuck are my 50? I'm just kidding. Don't do that, please.
Consolation prize for you?
Stupid, bro.
Mine are also only $2. His are $5. Just kidding. Don't please.
Ballhop 13.
And it's so...
Please never gift because I prompt. I don't like that.
Funny, people go, oh, he's a conservative now. I hear that all the time. Simply because I don't think innocent Israelis should be killed, right? He's a conservative now. And they want that to be so bad. They're just poisoning every leftist circle for you to ever associate with and leaving the only option open to you to have any friendly discourse with anybody is conservatives. Obviously, my opinions on everything has not changed one sec. I've been consistent basically since the beginning of doing this podcast, in my opinion. So obviously I'm not conservative. That's insane. My opinion is only that Israelis shouldn't kill themselves or shouldn't die, Israeli civilians.
Side note, Nicole Concilio just texted me. I just sent you an Uber Eats gift card so you and Lena could have dinner tonight on me.
Oh, who's that?
Ooh, you can get Uber Eats gift cards or Uber gift cards at Costco. Well, last time I saw them, I don't know if they still have them, but it was $80 for $100 worth of them. Isn't that crazy? What a good deal. What a great... I don't know if they still have it, but it was pretty good when they did. I'll tell you that.
Oh, nice.
Lena's best friend.
Oh, that's very sweet. Yeah,
that's very sweet.
What am I don't know how to do this.
Should I watch the video? Let me call Elin, see if she's... I don't know if she's coming here for this or what.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she is. Oh, no.
Let me call her.
The fucking music is fucking killing me. So silly.
But what I was going to say is this is just going to get me more support amongst conservatives, which is they're desperate for that to be the case. I'm not doing anything. I'm not saying anything differently.
How much does anybody really care about this outside of this community? Do conservatives even care about this anymore? I feel like Hassan and Ethan and everybody, they're so and me too, by the way. Well, it's not political. It's political drama. I don't think anybody really fucking cares anymore. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just kind of isolated. But maybe I'm wrong.
Because now it's going to be the quartering and all these people that come out and be like,
iDubbbz is a cook.
Yeah, exactly. Something I've never said that I defended him. Hey, Elon. Hello? Oh, something happened. Hold on.
No? What was that?
Hey.
You're coming here?
Yes, I am.
No, she's on the air.
Yeah, obviously you're live. Did you you're coming here because of this content cop?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I told you.
Your thoughts on this so far? I mean, we're debating if we should watch it or not.
I know I'm having an internal debate too, and with myself, if we should do it now or not.
Well, that is what an internal debate is. Yeah.
Because on the one hand, I'm so fired up, I don't even know what to do with myself, which is why I'm coming. On the other hand, I don't know if that's a good state to be in live.
That's the Elon kind of spitting.
But on the other hand, like your hand is a little bit forced to talk about this. No.
On the third
Kind
hand,
of spitting right now.
Son is already watching it live, promoting it, everything.
Yeah, of course.
And on the fourth hand that I wish I had, I mean, who gives a fuck, you know?
No, it doesn't.
So,
Like I said, it's not going to affect
Even Myron is supporting the content cop. Interesting crossover.
us at all because our community's already been having this conversation, and everybody who's still watching understands that these people are insane.
Yeah.
Ay. Also, I think it's kind of Sigma just to go in raw.
It's kind of Sigma.
Right.
Sigma.
Or Ligma.
It's Ligma.
Or Ligma.
We're like Ligma.
How far are you?
I just left because it took me a minute to get. I'm bringing the dogs and everything, so it took me a minute to get ready.
Good. Bring the support animals.
But if you want to start watching, you can. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys want.
Well, so I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna see. Let's do the poll. Let's see like how much percent yes it is.
Should Ethan watch the iDubbbz videos? Just yes or no?
I can't believe I'm on the
feel like
phone
it's
with a
a bad
Zionist
poll.
baby killer, Eli.
Yeah, I know.
Should Ethan watch the video
I'm sure
right
this video
now?
is gonna help
Yes.
the state of my being online, because it already is. Like every time I post, it's like the Raider of Ramallah is that's what they call me.
That's the part I can't believe is like he's just doing a dog pile. It's like a needless dog pile just to fucking win like clout with these actual like tanky losers.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad for Lena. Like she's not doing well, and understandably, that's really fucked.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I'll see you when I see you, and you're listening, so you'll know what we do end up doing.
I mean, it's really irresponsible of him. I feel like at this point he needs to pay her and have her not do it and pay her still.
That would be that'd be good. You should at least do that, right?
Well, the thing is, it would screw over the other fighter that Lena's fighting.
Oh, AB's saying it would screw over the other fighter too. But I mean,
I still pay them too. Welcome
Yeah.
to the club.
Like I said, I mean, I think Ethan does, but Ethan should just pay Lena, reimburse her. Ethan's got the money, and give her the decision. Like she should be able to make up her own mind. But like if I was her, on principle, I wouldn't do it. Like again, they want that clout from H3, an association with H3, and they dropped this. Like this is the reality: is that this H3 content nuke is a failure on so many levels. It's a factual failure because the video is full of absolute lies and just like pathetic, easily tracked lies, which we covered in the rundown of the video itself. But then it also just shows the failure of Creator Clash. You guys already had an incredibly bad time in your Creator Clash 2, and so now you're going to do this? Now you're gonna play this game and jeopardize Creator Clash 3? That's idiot. That's like idiot nonsense. And to be absolutely honest with you, the reason why he didn't want to interact with Sam Hyde is because he felt like it would have been a threat to his last Creator Clash. But you're willing to threaten this Creator Clash by going after Ethan? It sounds like that was actually a bullshit excuse and not true. You know? And I was like defending him. I'm like, yeah, you know what? It makes sense for him not to associate with Sam Hyde. But at this point, it's like, you don't care about the success of your brand. Like, how the fuck are you going to use that as an excuse?
Of owning a business, you know? He wants to be a responsible adult, apparently. All of a sudden, he like cares so much. He started to care so much, he can't stop caring.
He just discovered empathy.
He forgot to care about Lena.
Yeah, he just discovered empathy, by the way. And
Yeah.
that only extends to the point where you're actually talking about Jewish people
And he started crying.
or Israelis. Then empathy stops, and they should all be murdered.
Whoa,
Put the
whoa,
poll
whoa.
up, Dan. Don't be shy.
Hey, stop it.
Put the poll up if we should pay
Oh,
Lena
okay,
and
yeah,
fighter and cancel this.
Well, I said yes, watch it now, or no, watch it off there, then talk about it.
Just watch it now.
You think that iDubbbz did this so Hassan would show up and be like, hey guys, I'm here?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
That's
You're not
fair.
going to tell me that's a bad poll.
No, that's fair. I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, I mean, 70%. The people just want the blood sports.
They want the blood sport, exactly.
Exactly, dude. Give it to us.
Yeah, I mean, they're right. I would
It's sports.
It's so annoying though that I gotta go home and watch this stupid fucking video and then like come back and watch it again. It's just so stupid, dude. And I know what all these people say. The fact that he has cameos from Hassan Denham's,
That's true. That's why I don't pre-watch. Fuck that.
On the Black, Frogan, Noah Sampson, and Matt Lieb is fucking nuts.
I was checking out Lena in the bathroom. Did you say Psychology in Seattle?
Whoa! Whoa! You can't be admitting that, dude. You're checking out Lena in the bathroom? That's crazy.
Well,
Yeah, that's the one that hits. That's the one that hits the hardest.
yeah.
That's
You know, that one
crazy.
really hits hard. I'm gonna have to get him disbarred for that. This is highly inappropriate. Or I don't know what he calls when you're a psychologist.
malpractice.
I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm sure his involvement is something silly.
I think it was. It was just like, it literally was like a nothing.
Yeah, dude.
It was iDubbbz desperate to get him in there. iDubbbz showed that guy a bunch of clips that were obviously out of context, and the guy was like, "Oh man, it seems like Ethan could use a hug." And then he didn't change his like rating for the apology at all.
All right. Well, anyway, I'll see you when you get here, regardless. All right, bye.
Yeah.
One sec here. So I mean, obviously, yeah, 70% say yes. I mean, either way, I'm going to react to it. It's just a matter of
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, yeah, no.
It's just a matter of if it's now or.
I'm asking if I want to take the wig off, please.
I wish I had a wig right now.
You probably weren't here. I pointed out earlier how I'm going to be wearing this during all the clips that inevitably are going to go around. Yeah.
How is it even going to how is he even entering this conversation? Like, when has he ever talked about history or politics or anything? Like, you're a fucking expert now. Hold on one sec.
Well,
Should I read some super chats?
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Anissa's Lebanese, so I'm sure he's, you know, at least familiar with it somewhat through her. I don't know what
He just means as a content creator. I don't think he.
Oh.
I mean, I
Maybe it's not
assume
political.
not. He's mostly known for making fun of people like Leafy and Tana and stuff, right?
Literally.
Let's see. Are there any super chats that are not related to that? Well, here's one for $69.99. Fucking epic sex number.
69.
Making an Ethan Klein video after everyone goes home live watching the video. Thinking of you all. It's such an impossible moment. The Fupa troopers have your back. Peace and love. Thank you.
I know you guys do, and that's why this whole thing is so stupid. Because like we've talked this shit to death by now. And by the way, I was looking at Hassan has got this
True. That's very true.
narrative that like I'm obsessed with him. I was looking through it just out of curiosity.
It sounds a little obsessed.
In the past 30 days, he's been in one title and thumbnail. On YouTube, of his fan channels re-uploading, like every time he's talked about us, 41 videos. 41 videos about me in the past 30 days. 41.
That's a substantial amount. A lot of those are just like re-uploads of the same clips, right? With the
No, I don't think.
all
Here,
the
actually,
channels.
let me see here.
I can't stand Hassan.
That's right.
Well, for the optics play, like Ethan talked about this a lot, and now it's for people who are not like actually observing this really closely and understanding what's going on. This is what it looks like to a normal person. Ethan is right because he is, and Ethan is like going after Hassan because he's frustrated because Hassan is like a lying piece of dog shit. Optically, what it looks like is Ethan dropped a content nuke and then couldn't stop talking about Hassan over and over again, and now Hassan is justified in finally responding. After being the more mature one, all right, and those optics matter when it comes to these things, and that's why I said, like, you know, I think that you should have maybe been a little more careful about the way that he played it, you know, a little bit more, keep those optics in mind.
At least we got Rich Lux. You know you're on the right side of history.
True.
I can't stand Hassan. He's
Wait,
big-ass
what?
grifter.
Oh my god, this is cringe, bro. Wait, hold on. Is this real?
What?
Hold on. I'm just seeing stills from it. Holy shit! Look at what Galia sent.
Oh.
That is unreal.
Yo, that's epic.
Like,
Wait,
why would you even want to? The fact that like you want to associate.
yeah.
All right, let me just get to that part of this. The fact that you want to associate with these people openly is so fucking sick. Holy shit, dude.
The beach is surprisingly dangerous. Consider the
Fucking thing in our defense, like actually Hila's not a baby killer. Actually accusing Ethan of killing his dog is maybe too far because they have mobilized such an insane. Oh, he's so disgusted. He's so disgusted.
I will say I like that he left the coughs in. It's so funny.
He just discovered empathy, man. It's hitting him hard here today. Harassment group. That anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of. Wait, that's
who
what
says
any fucking thing.
Oh, but I'm the crazy one.
That was a weird choice.
That's what made him think he needs to make this.
Well, you went a lot more than that.
That's not what he should.
I mean, yeah, I think you could have showed a different part, but
because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of. So I'm saying that I don't remember the context, but it doesn't seem that crazy. Saying that like there's a mass campaign of people online, which now he's a part of, that anybody that expresses like any sympathy for Israel gets absolutely fucking harassed into oblivion. Which is literally he's proving my point. I don't see why that would set you off, bro.
So when he did the trailer, I had suspicions, even though, yeah.
Everybody suspected, but I was like, there's no shot. That's just so stupid. Why
I
would you do that?
I watched back that footage. You did go in on him a little bit. You call him spineless and said, you know, friend of mine.
And what?
Well, I'm just
True, though. True, based and red pilled? What? What the hell?
saying it just to give the context.
He is spineless, and this just proves it. Like, what a fucking coward. It's still not enough, man. I was rightfully upset. Like, what, he's a fucking peach in that situation, not standing up for me? Well, clearly he agrees with them, like, a lot. Oh my god, dude.
Like, yeah, he probably should have been a little more professional about the way that he expressed himself, so it's okay. But, like, that's not what the video was. The video wasn't like, listen, Ethan, like, you know, you went a little too far with your shit, blah, 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 because there would be no video. The proportionate response that iDubbbz would have would not be worth a video. That's the thing. But, like, he could have been like, yo, you're being, like, a little extra here. Though you should be understanding of, like, why Ethan is worked up. It's because, you know, people are lying about his kids, you know, eating shit and getting sick. So I could see why he would be worked up. But like this video response wasn't that. It was like a bunch of like fucking like consistent misinformation.
Go back.
That intro does not, that justifies this content cop, me saying that I feel like people who don't think that Israeli civilians should be killed are being like ganged up on online. That's it? That's what made you throw this on? Okay. That's pretty serious stuff there, dude. Bro, you literally look like a fucking free tattoo pack that you get for 25 cents from a windy thing, bro. Like literally my kids have cooler fucking tattoos from Chuck E. Cheese. And people go, oh, Mr. No, listen. That's right.
My God,
I'm going after his tattoos. Bro looks like he just went to the menu and was like, I'll take that one, and that one. Cringe, bro. I'm kidding, by the way. People are going to be like, this is all he had to say?
I don't know. I thought it was pretty serious, bro. I think it's fucking serious as hell.
This is going to be really... I don't think it's going to be hard to react to at all. I mean, so far, this is just pathetic.
What if he's suiting up to defend you? Maybe he agreed with that clip where you said all the people are...
I think it's...
I'm just going to hold out... And he got all those people together in order to slam them.
That would be kind of inspiring, although...
He made them apologize.
That's right.
All right. Yeah, I mean, after everything we've been through, that might actually be a nice olive branch.
What a twist.
He's so zany, you guys. Remember how zany and cool iDubbbz is? He's doing karate and cool. He's being silly in a fucking cabin. Look at him go.
It's so sad when a content creator tries to be who they used to be, because iDubbbz isn't like content cop anymore. iDubbbz is Ian, and it's okay for people to grow up and move on. I think that his disavowing of that character was disproportionate, but it's okay to change and whatnot. But now it just comes off as such a lame performance. Like that wasn't like content cop. That wasn't iDubbbz being content cop. That was iDubbbz. That was Ian trying to be somebody else. Because that's not him anymore. That's not him at all. That's not like that's what it is. You know, you might as well have had Turkey Tom try to do it. Because that's what it was. It's somebody else doing that. You know, that's not that person that is. You know, it's just like I'm not that person from high school that's staring at my middle school English teacher's ass all day. You know, I'm not that guy anymore. Okay, so stop fucking giving me shit about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, just to give you an idea, he puts this here. This is like a extremely rare dunny that we gave them. This is like ancient lore stuff, but like we made a special one just for them. Like for actual friendship stuff. It's pretty nuts.
Damn. Light friends. Light friends. Light friends.
Is this funny?
Light friends.
Is that funny? Should I be listening to this guy? Like he's setting it up like he's the moral arbiter. He's like, I'm drunk. I'm dancing around my cabin like a lunatic.
That's the joke.
And I'm putting cigarettes out on my pants.
It's ironic. You wouldn't understand.
It's ironic, right? But it's also like the character for real.
I just can't believe iDubbbz was promoting cigarette smoking to his young child audience. You know what I mean? That's pretty fucked up. Although they are very intelligent and politically savvy.
But he presents his arguments like they should be listened to. I mean, that's the whole thing. Bro's actually out there like Timothy McVeigh. He's running to the closest fucking kindergarten to blow it up.
What the fuck?
I heard the Jewish
Timothy McVeigh did.
Isn't he the one that blew the Unabomber?
I thought Timothy McVeigh was like a Satanist or something.
Kaczynski.
Oh, Kaczynski's the one that lived in a cabin in the woods?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
maybe they both
Timothy
did.
McVeigh is the Oklahoma City bombing.
Right.
Yeah.
They both had
Maybe he lived in a cabin too.
They both were vibing out in the woods. Oh man.
Explosive personalities, both of them.
True. Guys, it's Shabbat. All the Jews are a temple.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hassan Piker and Stas, and I'm broadcast coming to you live from a cloudy day here in California, Los Angeles. We're live and hope boys, girls, and
It's a
MDs.
cloudy day in Los Angeles.
That's my line.
Wait.
I'm a fantastic one.
Wait, is this live?
By the way, Hassan literally goes and talks about how I'm obsessed with him. I can't talk about him, and I can't stop talking about him. And this is what he's working on. And while he's complaining about that, I can't believe it, man. It's stunning stuff. It really is.
I can't believe that when I came in here today, my main fear was shitting my pants, and now it's like
That's secondary.
That's the end of my list right now.
There's a scene here I'm working towards. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the whole thing, but I just want you guys to see this.
Okay.
I have a very important announcement. I finally done it. I
He finally did it. He watched the content nuke offline though.
watched Ethan Klein's content nuke, and I'm not going to call it context puke as I normally do, because the reality of the matter is it was brilliant. Nothing was out of context. Everything was correct.
Hassan didn't watch it. Like it's weird. He obviously did not watch the content nuke. He just didn't.
Bro, he loves the out of context thing. Like that video was so well sourced. The full context of everything.
I am an Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist.
That's not what I accused you of, but go on. Keep straw manning what I said.
Ooh.
Co-signed by Ian.
I am a vicious anti-Semite. It's true.
Co-signed by
Most
my
Call you a
balls.
vicious anti-Semite.
Well, never say never.
Well, I think he's.
You definitely called him an anti-Semite many times.
Vicious is different. I think he propagates anti-Semitism. I don't think he does it intentionally.
I'm just saying.
I think you said raging.
Yeah.
Raging.
I don't remember.
You maybe never used vicious specifically.
I don't think I've ever said, like, I don't think he consciously hates Jewish people. I think he propagates anti-Semitism.
That's probably true. I think that he doesn't care. And like there's other people that like will in like these different audiences that do actually not like Jews. Like I would say that like that fucking Ben Abinata guy seems to actually like hate Jewish people, and that's one of those things that he does. Okay.
I don't even, but I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't think I am, but it doesn't really matter.
That'll end up being the next clip that plays.
I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. It's fine.
I'm just saying, just never say never.
Yeah.
Importantly, Ethan is more attractive than me both physically.
Ethan just does not care. I mean, excuse me. Hassan just does not care about like what could potentially happen, like, you know, the hate, the rise in like anti-Semitism. He doesn't care about that.
And also mentally.
Why? What? Are we actually doing this frat bro thing? This is the fucking cutting. This is the cutting edge criticism that Hassan's hotter than me. Are we actually doing this?
True.
Ethan is more attractive than me both physically and also mentally.
What? You can say you're smarter than me. I don't care about that. But like, why are you doing the like I'm hot and you're not? Like, what is this? What is this? Holy shit, bro. By the way, he still hasn't watched the content, Nuke. I'm guaranteed it. The content puke.
Been lying about everything.
I don't know, man. I feel like Hassan is obviously conventionally more attractive than Ethan, but Hassan is a 30-something-year-old man that can't really hold down a meaningful relationship. I mean, he's the fucking Evan Johnson. He's the Evan Johnson of the like the far political left here. Okay, Ethan is a family man. He has a kid, or he has multiple kids. He has a wife. I don't know, man. I feel like something to keep in mind here.
Including my glasses. They're fake. He was right about that. That's not even in the content, Nuke. And he was right about that too.
Shit,
how did he know?
Okay. There you go. You fucking debunked.
I think he's referencing the post of him in the tub, because in that post you talked about his glasses. I was wondering if that's what
I think he told me at one point. I mean, he might have both. But no, I'm 100% sure that one time he came on Leftovers and he was wearing on-prescription glasses. 100%. So I mean, like he probably...
Stolen valor, dude. Stolen valor.
He might have both, or maybe his vision...
I just remember the last episode. I remember the last episode he said he didn't have...
Hassan, my disability is not your wardrobe. Okay?
On him, maybe. That's what you're referring to. He said he couldn't see the screen the last episode of...
No, I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to something else. But I mean, fine, you got me on the glasses thing. Fucking owned, I guess.
Everything. How? Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
This part is so cringe.
Look at this.
Wakey, Ethan. Wake up. Ethan, wake up.
Bro, what? I cannot believe what I'm saying. This is just... I can't do it.
I'm to be wait.
Did you tell him to say he's hotter than me? Was that your line? I think it probably was. Okay.
Ethan, wake up, Ethan.
This is no longer a dream. Denims who, once again, aligning himself with Denims, who literally calls my wife a baby killer, amongst other insane, terrible things. So that's good.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
It's not a nightmare. I mean, it is shocking.
What a nightmare.
It's why is he like so full of himself? He's like, wake up, dude. This is your nightmare. Like, dude, you're not that guy. You're not that guy anymore. Clearly.
Dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
This dumb bitch. Well, oh yeah, because she was calling rape victims liars. That's why I called her a dumb bitch. Do you remember that part, Ian, or you don't care about that?
Ethan, wake up.
Oh my God, Frogan, what a nightmare. Talk about a jump scare. This man.
You know, I'm gonna be absolutely honest with you, and I mean no disrespect. Of course, I'm never disrespectful when I talk. Frogan looked better when she was fatter. I mean, I just don't. I don't know, man. I think that I don't know, and I think I was actually talking to Nicholas Diorio about it too. So I don't know if you guys know this. Like, Nicholas Diorio has like a thing with Frogan, and he was telling me that he thinks that like the weight loss, it just doesn't suit her very well, and that he's actually going to stick with Mika's rhetoric. That's what he told me. He was like, you know what, I actually like honestly, and it's not just like looks. Nick isn't a shallow person. Like I want people to understand, Nicholas Diorio's not a shallow person. He's like a really nice guy. He likes pinball a lot and stuff. Like he's a catch. I'm not kidding. Okay. But he's like, you know, she's the looking is not as good. She's not as attractive anymore. But then also the fact that she's like starving herself and on Ozempic, she's just grouchy all the time. And she's just unpleasant to be around. And so I was like, you know, I totally understand that. And I told Nick, I said, you know, Nick, it might be something to consider that I've been like doing fasting lately. So I've been hungrier, but I've been drinking like a black cup of coffee. And so maybe you can consider having Frogan like try drinking black coffee, like what's just splendid in it. And he's like, you know, honestly, I can't, I'm just tired of it, because he feels like he's putting so much emotional labor into carrying the relationship, and it's just not worth it. And I tried to remind him that he's been going around and like talking to a lot of girls at once, which is kind of fucked up. So maybe like that's one of the reasons why she's been a little bit moody, and so you should probably give her a break. But you know what, he's just at a point now where it's too much for him. and he just kind of wants to call it quits and stick with Mika because she's a good person. Like she's an educated woman. She's an educated woman. She has like a nice like long-term job, and she's like a normal offline person. And I think that's one of the biggest things, which is something that I was telling him originally that he should like really stick with. And it'll help him prevent him from being too terminally online. He already is. Like, let's be real. You know, he's already a little terminally online. Like, let's be like real. But you know what? It's good to have like that like real life person that of like association with. So.
And willingly got in a room with Frogan to make a video about how I can't. Bro, I can't. How is this real? This is like, am I dreaming?
See? They told you to wake up.
I think I do need to wake up. This is surreal. iDubbbz was literally like co-signed Frogan. The girl who said, I hope fucking veterans get PTSD.
You wake up.
The girl who put on a fucking
wake up, Joe Biden.
racial tier list. He's co-signing. The world really has lost its mind. It really has, man. It's crazy.
Wake up, Ethan.
Once again, I barely even talked about you. I don't even know the fuck. I've seen clips of him, but I don't know who this guy is. I know Sean DeBlack. I know that's his name, but I get the feeling it's one of these situations like with the Millhouse guy. God, why is he being so creepy? Look how he's creeping around like he's like, caught you, Zionist.
Wake up. Snooze anyone? Just wake up.
Snooze anyone? You can tell like he's got no jokes. His jokes is just like walking around sillily. That's holy.
Sometimes that hits.
No, sometimes it hits. It's not a one time. It's not a one trick.
Right. It shouldn't be a one trick. It's a tool in the toolbox to do silly walks.
Yeah,
for sure.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, Ethan.
This is like the most unintimidating group.
What if we got together and we just kept saying "wake up" to Ethan? That'll get him, dude. It'll be so funny.
Get ever simple. Like this is like so funny, man. Holy shit. And by the way, if they think this is gonna stop what's coming, which is what I think is so funny, they think like it's not. Okay, everything that I said's coming is coming.
Oh, I'm coming right now, dude.
This is actually pretty entertaining. I'm not even fucking tripping. This is kind of fun to watch. It might take me 2 episodes to get through this anyway.
We were late on the dock today, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of vibes. Well, it's funny. We were talking yesterday. We're like, well, if he does drop a content nuke, that'd be good title and thumbnail.
True.
But I was like, you guys are insane. It's so stupid. Obviously, it's not about me.
I seem to recall saying, yeah, I think it's probably not, but I wouldn't say it's a 0% chance. And you said,
yeah, Mr.
No,
I thought
0%.
it was 0%. I thought it was so insane because I was like, we had like one.
I disagree that it's insane for him to do it, but also, I don't know.
Well, clearly I was wrong. I thought it was 0. That's how confident I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. There you go.
They're doing the L fucking Fortnite dance. Are we still doing that?
I'm not going to do over here.
You actually talked to all these. This man brought Frogan, Denims, and Sean DeBlack to do the Fortnite L dance.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Bro thinks it's still like 2000 or whatever, or 2020 when this was funny. Was it ever funny? I don't know.
Content yet, chat.
I don't know if you know this, but the Fortnite memes are still massive, especially low taper fade.
Doesn't this feel like the second intro?
And then here he's doubling down on the song. How can you do that? How can you talk to a Jewish man and trivialize what like people are saying makes them feel like it's a racial anti-Semitic trope? And here he is co-signing it. He can't even be like, I understand what you're saying, but I disagree. No, he's co-signing it. He's saying that this is not anti-Semitic and you're crazy for thinking a racial fucking tier list was inappropriate.
Yeah, that is what he's saying. He doesn't believe that. He makes up some dumbass like bullshit excuse for it.
Someone says, I can't believe Hassan agreed to this. That's the least surprising thing about this. Now, to me, I'm totally not surprised at all that any of these people are in it. What just surprised me is that iDubbbz is stooped to this level here. Okay, it's going on a bit now. We get it.
Well, again, there was already an intro to the video.
Yeah, how many? I'm woken up. You gave me plenty of time.
We're 3.5 minutes in.
Come on, I'm up. He's up. It's not Easter yet.
It's not quite Easter, but he's up.
This is fun. Can I get a sody? Let's get some
What do you want?
food.
Choose your weapon.
Can I get a soda?
I'm into the Diet Dr. Pepper lately.
Dr. Pepper?
Diet Dr. Pepper.
That zero sugar root beer.
It's so good.
That's true.
It's really hitting lately.
I like the zero sugar root beer because it also has no they're usually like what is it called? I want to say caffeine free. I try not to have too much caffeine. Like I'm drinking like a decaf coffee. I know there's a little bit of caffeine in it, but I try not to do like too much crazy caffeine stuff. I like the coffee taste, and I like the filling effect to get out of it without like all the caffeine.
That's my favorite.
Kind of nailed it.
That one does not have caffeine in it.
Right.
Which is why I'm sometimes I go for the Diet Dr. Pep.
Right.
This is crazy. This is bananas actually. Is this him promoting Creator Clash?
I don't know. I don't really see how it directly relates to that.
Well, he's drumming up.
I mean, just getting attention on his channel. I mean, he might plug it at some point in the video, I guess.
From my understanding, he doesn't plug in. There's no plug in the description either. So.
Oh, what does he do?
What? I ticked out.
He's a bit nervous.
Okay, I won't laugh too hard.
Yeah.
It's okay. It happens.
How you doing, Dan?
Papa got H3 crossover episode 1. When I get my hat.
Chilling, I guess. What a day. What a day, am I right?
These people really think that like I have to. They want all you guys to quit and for me to just be like alone, little Jew boy, alone by himself, defending Israel's greatest defender, Israel's strongest defender, Ethan Klein, the one that called Netanyahu a genocidal maniac and said West Bank settlers are valid military targets.
I just hope Cam's not in this video. I'm kidding.
What did you say?
I said I just hope Cam's not in this video.
Oh my god, that'd be devastating. Nah, Cam's staying far away from this shit.
I'm kidding.
Let's see, are there any fun super chats that aren't related to this? Somehow I doubt it. Let me see. Maybe if I go to the beginning of...
Well, look, do you think we should change the title and thumbnail?
I mean, you got it, I guess, right?
Yeah, reacting to content cop
I
probably.
mean, at least make the best out of it, right? And then, I mean, we've had titles and thumbnails for a week.
Yippee.
Yippee. Oh boy.
We ain't doing that.
The thing is, like, I genuinely think that if anything...
Oh, I have some good news.
Yeah.
Potentially good news. Deidre Megadoodoo said psychology in Seattle / Kirk stood his ground. He's at the end of the video. Love him.
Fucking legend. He knows. You can't take it back. A perfect apology is a perfect apology. You can't unperfect.
Wait. Is this real? Hold on. Because this is funny if so. Ian's loser ass flew to see Kirk to try and get Ethan's A+ apology grade changed. Actually insane move.
Which, by the way,
I think he might have, but it also might have just been like a little meme that they were doing, and they actually like he didn't actually go and visit him for that. He just did like a green screen effect. I don't know.
Wait, is that actually what happens in the video?
it sounds like something he did.
It's kind of a funny concept.
It sounds like a joke, to be fair.
I just don't know if this chatter is joking or if that actually is a joke in the video or not.
You know what's funny? I genuinely think that Sam Hyde broke Ian. And when he told me, he was like, he came and he
That was
was
such a bizarre chapter.
He says, I'm doing a documentary on Sam Hyde. I told him, and Anissa was here. I said, that's a huge mistake. Do not do it. You guys, I don't know who, I said, do not do it. Like, trust me. Because Sam's the type of guy who's going to get the best of you, really, no matter what. And it turns out he did. And he's even crazier than Ian anticipated.
Right.
He absolutely, I think it just broke him. And I mean, Sam Hyde's like super ultra right. So maybe he's just, I don't know. I'm like Sam Hyde now, apparently.
I was talking about it in the...
I don't think Sam thinks very highly of Jewish people either, so I don't know.
I was talking about it in the office the other day, but I didn't know who Sam Hyde was until iDubbbz brought him back in the spotlight.
That's it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't know who he was, and he kind of brought him back into the limelight.
Yeah, that might actually be a good point. Maybe, damn, could you imagine that? Could you imagine that iDubbbz really just brought Sam Hyde back into the limelight? Wow, what a bad guy.
And kind of, now he's like popular again.
Yeah, he's popping. And that's all thanks to Ian.
Yeah, I mean, he's the reason why, Sam Hyde is the reason why Elon Musk threw out Hail Hitlers. Like, I think people need to understand that. Sam Hyde, like, Elon Musk supported H-1B visas. Sam Hyde made this really anti-Semitic video about how he needs to apologize, but he's still not lost. And then Elon Musk throws out Hail Hitlers. Like, of course that's what it is. No shit.
And now I'll say Sam is an extraordinarily funny guy that inspired me a lot when I was coming up. But he's also like, he's just a little crazy. That's, and also like extremely right wing, and potentially a Nazi as well.
For sure, absolutely is.
Potentially a Nazi. I mean, when he did the World Peace Show, there was a sketch where it was just a bunch of kids going, "Jews, we love Jewish people," and I was like, this makes me very uncomfortable. But that's that. Sam Hyde, congratulations, you did break Ian's brain. So. Why is it going so long? What? Okay.
That was epic.
Epic on, dude. Sick.
Third intro?
Does he have shit in his teeth?
I think it's missing a tooth. I noticed that in the other one.
Oh, it's a tooth.
Oh, it's silver.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
That's epic. Are you sure it's not gold?
Or gold. Sorry,
gold,
it's a gold
yeah.
tooth.
He has a gold tooth?
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I already said it on stream, so I can't hide.
By the way, all three of these people, as far as I understand it, are like straight up Hassan waiting room streamers. That, like,
Well, now they're in the room.
They're in the room, finally.
True.
Y'all made it. Y'all. Woo.
How pathetic being a waiting room streamer. Guys, am I a fucking H3 waiting room streamer? What the fuck?
Give my regards to his mom, who's cooking chicken for him right now and cleaning his house. Well, hold on. Before we move on, I saw the pic of them all in there, and I was like, oh my god. But let's rejigger the title thumbnail.
Also, we've had an ad.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're way over. I apologize. It's been a little distracting here.
Yeah, totally.
It's my fault.
All right, let me thank our wonderful sponsors. This might be a
You might need one.
Yeah, you might
need this today.
That was better than ever, guys.
I'm gonna grab one right now.
To head on over to mood.com, guys.
What can I
I'm
do there?
feeling like, for people who are maybe stressed out about this, I have some recommendations for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's go on over.
I recommend jerking off. That's it.
Let's go to so here's why Mood is so cool. They've got, first of all, their website's amazing. They got all these different categories of flavors and feelings. So for example, I'm looking at, let's see. Let's see here. Learn. No.
What the hell is it? I don't know. Oh, okay. I see what it is. All right. I don't want to get demonetized. This stuff that potentially get demonetized. I don't want that in there. I don't want that. I'm sorry, guys. You know my rule. If you want to go check it out, be my guest. But
Check out the super chat.
I've already gotten demonetized for something like that in another video. I couldn't even release it. It was so bad.
I'm honestly in shock. What a betrayal. I'll go to the gates of hell for the family. You know who sent that?
Bolt.
Kevin Adontis.
Oh, you know.
Your former arch nemesis.
I knew that through all
greatest
the
supporter.
Kissing my ass.
I knew that through all the beef that we had, that behind it all was love.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way for you.
Yeah, that's nice to see. That's nice to see.
Nice to see, man.
So title and thumbnail. Reacting to
Nice to see, men. Seamen? What?
to iDubbbz content. Cop raw.
Responding.
Raw.
Raw.
Well,
Responding, not reacting.
reacting.
Well, are you responding or are you reacting?
And then on Friday, I can respond.
Oh,
respond
react,
implies
respond.
more
Yes,
preparation.
dude.
Reacting
Sure.
is like, I'm just going in raw Sigma style.
Okay.
And then on Monday, we could say my actual thoughts on the content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something you don't know about my thoughts on the content cop.
I mean,
Okay,
we get
what are we going? We're going with reacting to iDubbbz content cop.
reacting
on
to
me?
content cop H3.
Content cop H3 to iDubbbz content cop H3 raw in all caps style, baby.
Content
Let's
copy
go.
Ethan Klein.
Content cop Ethan Klein.
Roll.
Live reaction.
Live in all
That's pretty
caps.
good. Oh, let's do that.
in all
Let's
caps.
do that.
Live.
Yeah. Do his exact title. Content cop /H3.
I believe you used a hyphen.
I was thinking of I was thinking of calling my video Content Cop Sellout. Like that's all I was gonna call it. I was just gonna call it Content Cop Sellout. And I was gonna make it about and that was gonna be what the reaction was look like. This I look fucking cringe right now. Fuck it. Go bald. I don't have a good hat. I don't have any good hats, so I guess we're just gonna go bald. But that's what I was thinking of calling it. What do you guys think of that? Content Cop Sellout. That was it. Keep it nice and short.
Yeah, so do the hyphen.
Okay.
Content cop -H3. Reaction. Raw reaction.
Do it live.
Is it iDubbbz?
Live reaction. Live
Content
reaction.
cop or just H3? Content cop H3 live. Live in all caps, right?
Yeah. Which we should gotta fit iDubbbz in there though,
Do it
right?
live. Fuck it.
Sounds
agree.
good. That's all you got is a sounds good. Come on, guys. Be more excited for me or unexcited. Tell me.
Dubs H3 content cop. Just put it at the top.
iDubbbz.
How you doing, Tall Skeleton?
What a day to come visit the studio, huh?
Most surreal day I could possibly be here. The Gatsby came in and then everything.
True.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy? Is that Zach?
Whoa, it's real.
Is that Dan Tavius? What the fuck? Is this Dan Tavius? When the hell did he get there?
This is actually all for you. Yeah, actually.
You said all of this up
yeah.
for me?
Yeah.
In fact, it's not real.
iDubbbz is in on
It's
it.
all
Yeah.
a hoax. To fuck with you.
Yeah, I considered making a meme of just me sitting here in shock.
Okay, iDubbbz content cop -H3 live in all caps. Reaction.
You guys are fucking mean to me. Right?
Nah.
You don't like it?
Wait, you don't like it? What would you do?
Ethan reacts to iDubbbz's content cop.
Ethan, but
Wow,
content cop
boring.
about him though.
No, it's
Content cop
it'll-
H3 if you do it that way.
People will know.
So you're saying which?
Ethan reacts to content.
I think you should call it Ethan Colonizes iDubbbz Content Cop.
iDubbbz's content
That would have been the best. That's probably the best way to call it. That's just my opinion, though.
cop on him.
Sure, on him. Live.
I didn't follow any of
Raw.
Ethan
Raw
reacts to
balls.
iDubbbz's content court on him.
that. Ethan
Or not
reacts to iDubbbz content cop on him. Live in all caps.
Does the live betray the seriousness?
Ethan's
so.
literally
no
starts
lie.
jacking off.
No,
Yeah.
settle down with all. You know you look like Chun-Li.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just looking. She had the same two ribbons.
I remember. You're right. Yeah.
She's hot as fuck, dude.
Cultural
Chun-Li?
appropriation.
That was your girl?
Didn't you think so? Surely I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I guess Chun-Li's hot. I just was never much of a Street Fighter kid. I really kind of weirdly missed out on that. All of my friends,
This guy probably played like Super Smash Brothers, but poorly. Dan gives me the vibes that he played Super Smash Brothers on the N64 poorly. You know,
we were Mortal Kombat. I don't know. We all played Mortal Kombat. We played at the arcade, played at home. Just never really fucked with Street Fighter.
Yeah, I was the same way, Dan.
Yeah.
No Street Fighter for me either.
Yeah, I don't know. Which it
It's a harder
clearly is
game.
like the bigger one of the two now. You can say that confidently.
Zane, leave it to our audience. They are true as the morning sun. I'm getting saying, why is Tall Skeleton kind of?
I have a girlfriend who I love very much.
Cut.
So I'm just going to have
Cut the
to
music.
shut off the saxophone immediately on that one.
He's a very lucky
What a
lady.
king.
Very lucky lady.
Thank you for the kind
bro, who the fuck is this guy? He's I don't even know. He looks too much like Zach, but like different. So it's creeping me out.
words in consideration.
The
But
chat, never put it past them. Their thirst. Get these people a Sprite.
we should just like start putting pinatas in chairs and just kind of make them realistic and see at what level they're not attracted to them.
Interesting. That's good.
Oh,
more
see where the
busted.
cutoff is?
More and more
Hey,
busted
don't say
looking.
that about you. You are very handsome and the audience knows it. Okay.
Was anybody? I don't recall seeing anything like that for Steiny.
No.
I actually did.
Oh,
I
sorry.
also
You know what?
did.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He's just being nice. Like really. I was looking at the shadows.
Yeah, I looked at every comment. Nobody said that. That's funny.
Ironically, I
single
feel like if anything, this is going to help the channel. Like anyone
Maybe. Yeah, of course it's going to help the channel. At this point, again, they've already taken their licks on like whatever the optics are. So they're pretty much, Ethan is pretty firm at this point.
Who's already not watching has already left. And anyone who's interested that like hates iDubbbz now, who's interested in the story, might like come over and watch what I have to say. I mean, will, right?
Oddly enough, I saw Goku Naro video was fed to me on my feed yesterday, and when I clicked it, or he was live, first thing he said, if the content cop is on Ethan, I'll literally eat a shoe on stream.
To be fair to him, I was that confident too. Hey guys.
Oh, there's puppies.
Hello.
There's puppies. Whoa!
All right, enough of these dogs, okay?
Who's gonna get
Hey!
hurt first? And how quickly it will take. You did already?
All right, fuck these dogs. Just not literally, Ethan, please.
Content cop used to be. It's like, that doesn't go today with politics. That's just ridiculous.
You look great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Ethan, do not have literal sex with the dogs.
Dan is looking great.
Yeah, Dan looks
But
great.
you do it.
Thank you.
It's okay. I listen. I accept it. You know.
Oh, thank you.
When Hassan says in the first beginning of the video that you're hotter than him inside and outside, I'm like, damn right.
You felt that, huh?
I felt that.
But like, isn't that so cringe? Like, bro,
It's so
he's going for
cringe.
like the I'm hot.
He's
like,
not
you're
reading the frat boy allegations.
You're doing the I'm hotter than you.
That's like what they're opening with.
That's another thing that
That's
keeps.
why I'm saying content cop about politics, and then this is the level. They're like dancing and doing thick, and this is about Israel-Palestine.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's been a bunch of silly.
We haven't actually gone over the video.
I mean, we've done.
I know, but just based on who's in.
I feel like with this whole, this is what I think happened. iDubbbz was reached out to the guys and they're like, hey, we should do this thing. Can you guys want to be part of my video? And then Frogan was the one to suggest, let's meet up at Hassan's house and dance like weirdos. And the reason is because she wants Hassan to think that she's hot because she's lost weight. But again, like Nicolas Diorio told me personally, this is a fact, by the way, this is totally true, that she just doesn't look as good or act as nice anymore now that she's lost the weight. And so, like, I don't think it worked. I don't think Hassan wanted to fuck her. Because I also feel like Hassan's the kind of guy that would like fuck an overweight girl out of like hate. You know, by the way, I think overweight women are beautiful, the queens. But Hassan's the kind of person that would fuck an overweight girl out of like some kind of like hate for overweight women, if that makes sense. He's like, ew. Like, he's not like a John Cena guy. John Cena, he likes big girls because he's a good guy. You know, he's a good guy. He's a great guy. You know, he just likes overweight girls because he thinks that they're like gross. And again, I don't. All right, I'm a good guy. I'm the best guy, actually. Okay, so I feel like that's something to keep in mind as well.
In the video, I don't need to like.
Right, I think
gather
that's a
some
fair
information.
assumption.
Why are they there? What do those people talk about, and what do they criticize us for? It's Israel-Palestine. So
yeah,
a
no.
content cop about that.
It has to
in
be.
this
Think of a
setting-
different angle of what it could be about.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's in common with Frogan, Denham's?
Yeah,
Maybe they all.
Matt Lieb, Noah Sampson.
Trying
What?
to think what else Ethan has gone.
Noah
after.
Sampson's kind of a
Really
one-trick pony.
Um,
Is he going to defend Noah
True.
Sampson's sleeping with people and not without a
Kind of, actually, he does. He does kind of defend that. He says it's a little bit like obsessive, which, by the way, I agree with a little bit.
condom and not telling him he has other sexual partners?
I don't.
That is not woke, bro.
maybe it's about like being a privileged white person in America and criticizing politics in the Middle East. I don't know, because that's in common, I guess.
The part that whenever I keep thinking about this one thing is that like you look at people like iDubbbz
It must smell really good if he's thinking about it, sniffing, you know.
now and Noah Sampson and even Hassan, who's lived a life of luxury and been in the United States most of his life. And when he was in Turkey, his family was extraordinarily rich and powerful. These people, they never had to make a difficult choice. They were never confronted with with like any uncomfortable decisions about what their life is. Like when you're born in Israel, you have a lot of fucking crazy shit happening all the time, and it's a difficult morally thing to navigate. And like these,
I feel like he should have went with more of like the just the general conversation about how these guys have never like struggled before, so they don't really understand what it's like to just like fucking live in society, and they're just out of touch and like dumb as fuck. But you know what, dude? Poopy.
These people, they act so fucking righteous and high and mighty and pure. Like we know what's the right answer, and why can't you just decide to say the right answer? It's like they don't have to deal with the complexities of being born there. We're like, don't you think it would be so much easier if we were just like, yeah, no, fuck Israel forever? Like, do you know how much better and easier my life would be if I was just like, yeah, Israel's genocide. We need to disband its borders, and yeah, the people, whatever.
The ultimate point, they're coming after me, a person who did leave Israel. That's your ideal. You guys want people to leave Israel, right? I'm not there. Go after somebody else. What do you guys want from me?
We should move to Israel to spite them.
Yeah, let's go back. We can actually be.
And I'm gonna have a bunch of.
Damn, now that's gonna be the fucking talk of the town now. You know what I mean? Like now they're gonna fucking overreact to that. They're gonna be like, see, they actually do want to be there. It's gonna be the next fucking thing.
Kids.
For them to talk about
I'm
it.
gonna move back to Israel and have 10 kids. Right, Hila? She didn't hear that part.
You did not hear that part.
I
And I heard it
did not-
suggested that maybe this video is about your notebook take.
Oh.
What if these people are all unified by their love for the 2004 film
Yeah,
The
it
Notebook,
must be.
starring Ryan Gosling and who's the girl? I forget who. Like,
Adams something.
McAdams.
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel
Show
McAdams.
some
Rachel
respect
McAdams.
now.
The good news is that Ian can sleep comfortably at night knowing that he is aligned with Bad Empanada on this one. So.
Yeah, except I don't know. Personally, I think I know him a little bit as a content creator and has like having heard him through the years and his conflicts with himself and with his own content. I know he hates content cops these days. So I think it's kind of funny.
No, but he seems pretty proud of himself.
You're dead desperate.
Yeah, but I feel like once the high fades, like in the future, iDubbbz is going to look back at this moment, and it's going to be a relatively like soon. And he's going to look back at this moment and go, fuck, I never should have done this. That's what's going to end up happening. He's going to regret that he even made this. If he's taking down the ones of like calling out legitimately bad people, he's absolutely going to look back very soon about how like this one was another misstep. So that's the funny part about the whole thing. To some degree, he's basically, to some degree, he's just being used as like some kind of an anti-Ethan pawn at this point.
Right? Like, you can really tell he needs promotion for the event because he was like.
I heard he didn't promote it in the video.
I know,
That's
but
what he
being
said.
online and everybody
Sure,
talking about
yeah.
you is promotion.
Don't you think that is
online.
kind of crazy though? Shouldn't it be? This is gonna get a lot of views. He should have plugged it.
Well, but
Just from his standpoint.
But that's him. He's like too pure to plug stuff.
Right.
And that's why he doesn't plug shit. And that's why the event is like kind of like a contradiction. But
that's why the event is a failure. Okay.
Well, yeah. Listen, I don't know anything about that event at this point. I don't care about it.
I don't.
Somebody
I don't care.
said.
All I care about is Lena.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. People
care
should
about
support
the
Lena
event.
and support her. It's fun. And by the
But
way,
I do think part of him choosing to do it is because he needs to be relevant.
Definitely.
And
because he's acting like
argue
he's
that.
always said the content cop is something to be like, I'm going after the content creators who aren't being called out. It's like, bro, there couldn't be a bigger dog pile on me.
But also that was like in 2015.
That is fair.
Like not today. Today he cringes at content cop.
No, this one. He's not. This one's proud because it's woke.
This one
is
has
the first woke
Fortnite dances.
If you actually want to make woke content about politics, how are you gonna do it in content cop
If he does it, it'll be because he burned up bridge H3, not because of morality. That might actually be true.
format? That is so cringe, dude.
Well, it's working.
I never thought I would need to like pause because it's so cringy to watch.
Well, it's been about an hour and I made it through 3 minutes of this thing, so.
We're just getting through the intro sketches.
Yeah. I still want to put out there, and you said it too on the phone, Hila, that it might not be wise to react to this without at least getting a better sense.
Dan, you have to stop talking. You're literally being abused. Your existence as an H3 employee is abuse. They don't let you stand up for yourself, okay? So every time he says these things, it's like, we already know that you're not allowed to actually say these things, and we're not really hearing them. That's what iDubbbz told us.
So that you can be calm and collect
Yeah.
your thoughts. And Ethan was kind of open to that too. However, we did already get like 4 minutes into it, so
I'm into it. I'm enjoying
station
it.
at this point.
I'm enjoying it. I honestly, at this rate, I doubt we'll even finish it.
Oh, you absolutely will not.
So we'll just finish it on Friday. We got
Okay.
you got content for
Just keep the
days.
button close. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you too. You got one too.
That's true. Okay, maybe I'll just silently button.
No, I don't feel heated anymore. I'm like fine.
No, you do seem relatively calm, but I don't know what's in this video, and so if something sets you off,
Whatever he has to say is not going to be something I haven't already heard. You know what I mean?
well,
But like this,
he
by
does
the
go
way,
after your apology rating.
that
could make you snap.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty fucked up. Like, honestly, I could see iDubbbz apologizing for this relatively quickly. And if I was Ethan, just to be a petty fuck, I would give iDubbbz the platform to do it, for him to apologize, pretend like everything's cool. And then once he's like at the studio apologizing, I'd be like, okay, go fuck yourself. And then boom, you got the apology. You optically look like you're in the right. And then you can tell if they could own iDubbbz and say, get the fuck out of here.
That could make you go postal.
By the way, this is what's fucking I don't think I have anything accountable, but I'm going to look at the criticism and respond to it. This is what this looks like. Hassan still will not watch the content nuke. And by the way, when he watches clips of it, he needs someone else to hold his hand and prepare the response.
Yeah, it's funny because he says he watched the content nuke, but you know that he didn't.
This is for him to agree with.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I'm
I agree.
confident in
I think
myself.
That's a little weak of Hassan to not be willing to take it head on. However, I can understand, again, just it's so personal with this being somebody who's a longtime friend of yours. I foresee you getting pretty heated, and sometimes when you get heated, you say things you regret. So
we got buttons.
I am
We do have buttons?
absolutely
Never
so
regret.
heated.
No
It's
regrets.
definitely very emotional for me. I'll try to like shut my mouth until I really have something to say.
Just if you get heated, remember whatever gets clipped, Dan's gonna be wearing bows in his hair. So
that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Honestly,
what a
Dan-
day for that, huh?
Okay with the bows.
Well, I took it off, and then the whole chat yelled at me. So.
Do you think the thumbnail? We should change the thumbnail too. I guess.
And I was starting to.
You
lose
added
my
a new one
voice
already?
Yesterday.
Fuck yeah.
I was starting to lose my voice yesterday, but then
Social's
it came
old.
back today, so I think it's a sign.
Oh, on Discord. Sorry. We're
It's a sign.
busted. That's pretty good. And so maybe
It was like yesterday when I was reacting to the iDubbbz thing, and like I was like a really late start. I'm like, damn, I made so many mistakes. Turned out I didn't, because I came on just in time.
I definitely look owned in it though. That part I don't like.
Well, you have been.
Busted. Maybe the busted should be over.
You're looking owned as a clickbait in
Yeah,
itself.
no, you gotta look owned, man.
Nah, maybe busted should be like in the bottom. Like
You don't like
as,
it being stabbed
busted.
in your forehead?
Just like, or maybe it doesn't need it at all.
Yeah, I'll remember.
I feel like you're calling me ugly.
You're
You
busted,
go,
bro.
oh, busted.
Show them. Show the people.
Ugly? You're
No, I don't wanna show
disgusting.
them.
I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
I don't want to show them. I'm milking this shit, bro. You better believe
I
I'm gonna
think
get
it's milking it if you look busted.
busted, bro. Stop calling me ugly, man. You know I've been through a lot.
Just let him leave the bust on your face.
Busted, dude.
I'm shooting ropes.
All right, but that without.
Yeah, just
What
take it.
the fuck?
This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. So I didn't realize you were on your way. You just saw this and you're like, "Fuck this, I'm coming."
To be honest, when I saw it, I was like, my whole body was shaking. I was
Damn.
so shocked. And I had some stuff to do at home, but I was like, there's no way I can do anything right now.
I can't believe everybody's so shocked. This was to me. This was like so obvious, you know. I'm just because I'm just such a smart guy, you know. Obviously, everybody tell me I'm smart.
And I
Everybody in the
just
chat
thought
saying
I
you're
just have to
so
come here.
smart.
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god, you're just a smart guy. You're
It's too much.
handsome. You're a
I'm
handsome
still
guy.
so like I was just like you.
and-
I was like, there's 0% chance this is like H3 content.
You're
Cop.
just the
That's
best.
ridiculous. So
And you don't
I'm
even need a hat. You don't even need a hat, Garrett. That's what you say that. You don't even need a hat, dude.
super
But it would be nice if you had one.
shocked.
Oh my god, bro. All right, let's.
People asking for a busted poll.
No,
Is
no, no.
Ethan
This is
busted?
my show. I will not be busted.
Yes?
Let's
No.
just
I will remain intact.
let's just jump right into it.
The poll's
Yeah,
up.
let's watch. I
You got
agree.
a blue
Throw,
ball
throw
in
that
here.
up, love, and we'll move on.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't plan on making a content cop on H3. It sounds very stupid even saying that. H3, content cop, iDubbbz. Ethan
Exactly.
Klein, out of control. And then you should do a content cop on Hassan Piker, content cop on Sargon of Akkad. If I would imagine this in 2016, I would have been.
I love the intro to the video. Is like, guys, I'm actually above content cop. That's what the intro to this video is, and then he does an entire shitty content cop video. That's what my favorite part about it, I think.
He did a silly accent.
I mean, that is exactly right, though.
He did do a
Why
silly.
did you do it? It's not 2016.
This is the thinnest margin I've ever seen on a poll.
It's close. Yeah, it's close. But
It's literally 50-50.
well, you all are calling me ugly, so I'm not buying it. And frankly, I find that ableist. No is inching out. Thank you to my lovely fans.
Why is he wearing a cowboy shirt?
I don't know. He just took it off. He's matching his aesthetic, his tattoo aesthetic.
I don't like it.
Like, oh yeah, if I ever do that, it's got to be because I lose the plot. Well, it turns out.
Bro, the truth is, the moment I saw this man in a mullet, covered in fucking Chuck E. Cheese 25-cent tattoos, I got concerned for him. I was like, this. Bro. But when he cut his hair, I was like, okay, maybe everything's gonna be okay.
Maybe it was just a phase.
Yeah, but it's not just a phase, Mom.
Now, it's not me losing the plot. It's Ethan. He's the one who fucking attacked first.
Yeah, my good fucking friends who I stood by after all these.
And again, you know, again, one of the worst parts of this video is it's not even like iDubbbz doesn't even. He ignores the context of Ethan being publicly upset. And again, you could be frustrated with the way Ethan went about it, but he's upset again because a lot of people in Hassan's community are saying that it's right to call CPS on him because he lets his kids roll around in dog shit. That's the context. And iDubbbz won't be like, hey, that's not true. That's literally it. So could Ethan have acted better? Sure. But the fact that iDubbbz doesn't even keep that context alive and doesn't bring it into the video, it shows that he's intentionally being dishonest. He knows what's going on. He's a grimy little fuck.
Fucking years, can't find a spine to speak up.
So go fuck yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll keep listening. Agree.
All right, guys, I'm going to tell you a story.
Are you gonna? Okay, hopefully he'll give a little context to at least why we're upset about him. What he should give context to why we were upset and what his editor said about us, which was what did the editor say about you? Something that you were like.
Don't remember. I blocked stuff like that off my memory.
Yeah, I mean, as horrible as you can
Sort of
imagine.
screenshots.
In fact, yeah, maybe you guys can find what the Mr. Froggy was saying about me.
Froggy
Just to give
Can
context.
I make a statement in this video? Because like this is just as much about her too.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Story about Ethan Klein. I know some of you have been following him, but there's a lot of people who might not be familiar with the background, with his.
Oh yeah, it was something about Shredder. He said something. What was it? Something like just I don't know. You can find the screenshots. I think it's
Galia
important.
has everything. You guys just ask Galia.
Yeah.
Podcast with what's been going on over the past couple of years. So Ethan, as you know, is a content creator who has a podcast.
Oh, they know who I am.
Oh,
Stop
okay,
it.
we're going back that far.
We know. They know who I am. Stop. Come on.
Where he says all sorts of outrageous stuff. Sometimes it's fun.
I don't think that anybody who doesn't know who Ethan Klein is watching this video.
Sometimes it's fucked up. He's had shows with all sorts of different controversial characters. He's had a show with Trisha Paytas. He's had a show with Hassan Piker. In doing so, he's gathered a ton of different audiences. Now, in his podcast with Hassan, Leftovers, they would mostly talk about surface level progressive shit and make fun of right-wingers.
And you're telling me he didn't flick their dick once at least?
Oh, that's 100 shavers, you trans women. I say, oh no! And it was mostly that until they actually had to reckon with a very serious topic. I would
Can
say
I just
that
interject already? Like his introduction of you It's already pretty funny.
He's acting like he doesn't know me.
Yes, you're acting like you didn't make videos together
Like,
that
bro.
were like really big, and that you didn't come on this podcast that you're supposedly describing what it is.
That you've been on a bunch of times. Yeah.
So this guy H3 that you may know. What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's saying, so Froggy Tonic, amongst other things, he was saying, I killed my dog by feeding him cheese. He died at 6, lifespan 13, by the way, which is funny.
It's a good way to go, I guess. Eating cheese. Last night I was looking around the fucking house for cheese. I was hungry at night, and we just didn't have any cheese. I had to eat shredded cheese, but it's messy. I want to eat like a fucking brick of mozzarella, you know?
Weird, funny detail. Then he says, so how can you question why I'm concerned about the kids? This guy was like doing the CPS thing when he can't even protect his own dogs.
Yeah.
Little homie even ingested pills left on the floor. Like, and again, I told that story that's of guest when he was a puppy.
Yeah, the reason this was so upsetting on so many levels is like Anissa and Ian were at our house a lot of times. They saw us with our kids
and our dogs.
So, you know.
So, but like, yeah, I mean, I'm like, dude, this is your editor and you're not going to say anything? Like, I mean, I spoke up for you. It just feels like pretty, it just
But
feels
mom,
pretty sad.
Ethan hit me first. That's what iDubbbz sounds like.
Yeah, and by the way, it was just like one
You were
thing.
kind of asking for it, right? I feel like a mom.
I feel like pretty justified in being angry.
I'd be okay with dying after eating cheese, I guess. I mean, I don't want to die, but I don't think I would be okay with dying from cheese. If you think about it, like, what does that mean? That's going to mean that, oh my God, it's going to mean that like it's just going to be stinky. You're going to have like bad gas and it's going to be terrible, you know?
Angry. Let's see if he
Oh no, I said go fuck yourself.
And I wasn't alone in that either. A lot of people in the audience were like, it's fucked up that he's not standing up for you. And I'm like, yeah, it is fucked up,
Both of them.
Hassan was very well equipped to talk about that topic.
Palestinian people living in the West Bank are subject to these horrific conditions, horrific living conditions by the state of Israel, America's greatest ally and the only democracy in the Middle East, if you ask Republicans and even liberals.
Well, that's dancing. Are you actually seriously going to, this is like some weird appeal to authority thing he's doing, where it's like Ethan talks about silly stuff. Hassan talks about serious stuff. Therefore, his opinion is more valid. It's like.
And what does iDubbbz talk about?
I mean, yeah, who are you to decide? Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. What is Content Cop usually about?
You're famous for fucking
about TanaCon.
making fun of Leafy is here and Tana, saying the N-word to in front of Tana, which is apologize for, and I have too for my usage of that. But I'm just saying, I find this a weird appeal to authority, kind of pathetic. Okay,
Israeli settlers are trying to evict Palestinian families in occupied East Jerusalem. The United Nations says that may be a war crime. It literally is.
It's just eating the.
What does that have to do with us?
This is such a pathetic.
It doesn't, because Ethan agrees with like everything. Yeah, I agree with that. Publicly right now, supporting Ethan is seen as like bad. Like anytime I talk positively about Ethan, specifically on my and I put like a clip up or like a short on everybody's like, oh, Ethan's terrible, you're bad, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't really give a shit about the backlash. It's just people crying. They don't mean anything. This deeply upsets iDubbbz because his entire source of validation comes from social media. That's it. He doesn't like his wife, like him and his wife are terminally online privileged people who don't have to have a meaningful, actual, like real, they don't go to real work or do anything outside of their house. And so they think that internet validation matters. It really doesn't. It doesn't.
Pathetic argument. It really is. So he's saying my opinion as an Israeli Jewish man is worth far less than Hassan's because I've done silly content.
Did we ever disagree with that? Did we ever like prop up settlers?
I don't think no, of course not.
So what does that even have to do with us?
The thing is like, I've always, I don't believe that it makes my opinion less valid.
No.
You know what I mean? Like we're two people having a conversation. What's the point of doing a show together if it's like this guy? And by the way, this is Israel-Palestine. This is like one of the most contentious issues of all time. Like, you really just going to throw your hat in with Hassan for just a straight up appeal to authority? Just like, he's been serious about this longer, therefore he's right. He also fucking said that the Houthi kid isn't a terrorist, and like he literally says, I am a terrorist. This man, he thinks Nasrallah is based, the guy who says we will hunt down the Jews wherever it's better that the Jews all go to Israel so that we don't have to hunt them down worldwide. That's the guy he thinks is based.
What was the date on that last clip?
Let's see.
East Jerusalem.
May 11th.
2021.
The United Nations says that may be a war crime. It literally is.
It's just eating the. It's interesting. Here, take a look at this.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh my God, Dan, you sweet fucking.
I didn't find this guy. Did.
May 15th. May 15th. What was that
4 days
from?
later?
The 11th?
It said May 11th. So this is the 15th. So this is a few days later. It's not the exact same day.
Wow.
But he luckily, because the year is 2025, has the advantage of foresight, of hindsight. Actually, it's the other way. We're looking backwards.
Right.
So this is 4 days after he apparently said.
I wish I had the advantage of my foreskin. You know what I mean? It's just taken from me.
Is that I am just fooling around, and he's building up to this thing that. Well, let me just read it. My thoughts on the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. The Israeli government is making me sick, even if Hamas is operating.
What kind of Zionist are you? How dare you say that about our dear leader?
4 days.
I'm taking your keep away, Ethan.
4 days after that date. Even if Hamas is operating as civilian buildings, it doesn't justify the total destruction of that building. It's inhumane. Netanyahu's a piece of shit warmonger, needs to go. As a dual citizen, I love Israel and the Israeli people. They deserve a government that actually believes in peace and not force and violence. The ultra-right Jewish settlers are among the greatest provocateurs in the world. They are shameless and hateful, fueled by religious zeal and enabled by the Israeli government. I wish the settling and repossession of Palestinian land would stop. I wish the bombing in Gaza would stop. Gazans deserve to live a life free of fear. By the way, they...
Whoa, yeah. I mean, we ignored this context in the video, obviously, where iDubbbz did.
I caught a memory of, I forget who was saying, I think it was Noah, that my use of the word Gazans.
No, it was Casey. Casey.
Oh, it was Casey. My use of the word of Gaza instead of Palestinians is Orientalist or something like that.
It's literally factual because there's, the West Bank.
It's just people that live in Gaza.
So Palestinians that live in Gaza are Gazans.
Gazans deserve to live a life free of fear. For all the crimes Hamas has committed, we must always remember that they are not Palestine. The Israeli government holds all of the power and is on them to stop the violence and show a true willingness for peace. That was 4 days after this clip.
I'm sure he would show it in this super well-researched content cop.
I mean, well, he's got the greatest minds. He's got Denims and Frogans by his side. So clearly, he's got the greatest political minds of our time. They're backing him up. Can you, Zach, please? You got to write those Frogan soundbites. You got it today.
Yeah.
And like the deserve and all that kind of stuff. They deserve to have PTSD and all that. Both of them, you got to ride those soundbites today.
Base?
Yeah.
I really need mood. Mood.com.
.com.
Do I think Hassan's community would go against iDubbbz? Yeah, they're not even going for iDubbbz. They're just convenient.
I really need them to create a kind for the Jewish person, like chill out Jew. It's not anti-Semitism. You're tripping. I'd love to smoke that one.
There's a weed for that.
I need it.
I like that too. Toppings. The pizza looked like a burn victim. It was all disgusting.
I don't know if you can make that joke in 2021.
Why?
It's insensitive to burn.
I think it's a good analogy. It's a powerful image.
Ethan was not prepared for this.
Bro, by whose opinion? Like, who the fuck are you to make that call?
What you said also in May 2021.
Like,
damn.
Who are you to make that call, bro? I mean, if you're going to do an appeal to authority, let's do it right back to you. What is your experience? What ground do you have to stand on to make that judgment?
Ethan, the whole time, is more of the goof guy. And that's fine.
And what are you? Oh my God. Sorry, I'm going to chill.
Yeah.
I'm going to chill.
He's reformed, guys. He's different now. He's built different now, guys.
He's the silly walking around guy.
Expect Ethan to be an expert on the topic. Ethan was obviously caught in this tricky situation where he is extremely sympathetic to the Israeli cause and what's happening to them. His wife's Israeli. She served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On his wife.
I like that. She served in the IDF. You know what that is. That's a little dog whistly. That's like, she's not a very good person. That's what that's meant to communicate. Like, that's what he's saying when he's like, she's serving the IDF, but he rolls past it because he knows he doesn't want to be too explicit. He wants to come off as reasonable. So he throws that in there. He just throws it in there. It's fucking crazy.
Has a name
because I didn't catch it.
You know her, by the way. Sorry. That was
Why
my
do people do that? Hassan does that too. Ethan's wife.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Let me go back. I'm going to hit that.
No, but they do that all the time.
Why are you worried about my wife?
And it makes me feel a certain way.
It should.
Like, we are friends, Ian.
Well, it's intentional. When he talks about Ethan's wife like that, it's the same thing as when people talk about Anissa like being controlling iDubbbz. It's like his wife is, it's kind of blaming her on it.
We were.
Remember?
I know your name. I know Anissa's name. I don't call Anissa your wife. I don't say Ian's wife.
No, true.
And if I need to apologize to Lena, I don't text AB either.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if he did or not, but he.
Yeah, let me see.
But why did he?
I have a hunch that he didn't. Well,
I don't know.
I think he did.
He did.
When after we called it out.
Let me ask.
Well, regardless, I think it's funny.
It doesn't matter. Those are my feelings.
It doesn't. I think it's funny. Let me see what he said about you.
He served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the other hand, he's just got done capturing a massive progressive audience.
Wait, hold on.
His wife's Israeli. She served
his wife.
to
That's
the
all he has
Israeli
to say
cause
about
and what's happening to them.
that girl.
His wife's Israeli.
That's all she's good for. She's Israeli and she did the IDF, so you know what that means about her. Human
Yeah,
garbage.
that's the insinuation there. Yep.
Wife is Israeli. That's crazy. My first thought was like, why are you texting AB apologizing to him? Like,
yeah.
He did. I just asked her.
At the same time or after we called it out?
Same time. I just asked her.
Same exact text? Well, whatever. She didn't have to read it to me.
I don't know if it's the same.
It would have been nice if he told you guys ahead of time. It would have been nice if he just didn't even do it. Maybe it'd be nice if he was like, hey guys, I'm doing this. I'm going to buy you out.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't have to participate. I hope he does offer that to her. Not that, and again, I
True.
I feel bad for Froggy, Funky Frog Bait. A lot of frogs. Lena's opponent.
Oh, her opponent, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure he's been
a lot of frogs here.
They have nothing to do with this.
Imagine doing a content cop on like someone deeply connected to your own event. By the way, those first two creator clashes were basically like H3 fan meetups. Right? I mean, there's a lot of H3 fans.
I've never also loved him in my life.
Promoted it quite a bit. I think that's fair to say.
I don't know exactly, but there was
I don't know what percentage or anything.
Go ahead, you say it, Frogan.
Base?
Oh.
Can you pull the one for saying that veterans deserve PTSD? Do we have that one?
I'll pull it.
Yeah, we gotta get that one. And any psychotic ones of Denims too, and Everyone else who was in there.
You guys know how many times Ian and Anissa told us that we inspire them? Like so many times. It's just kind of funny. We used to be inspiring. Now I'm just an Israeli that did the idea.
You're Ethan's wife.
Just your wife.
Yeah. We had so many private conversations. We hung out a lot, more than any other creator, really. We were actually friends. And yeah, I feel like we stood with them. And to be honest, we stood with them at a time where it cost us.
Right, but it wasn't a question for us.
Of course, that was right. That wasn't a question.
Obviously caught in this tricky situation where he is extremely sympathetic to the Israeli cause and what's happening to them. His wife's Israeli. She served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the other hand,
I like the state of Israel.
Obviously.
That's a weird fucking. Yeah, I mean,
what a way to simplify it.
I mean, do I like that 80% of the Jews in Israel have literally nowhere else to live, that they don't get displaced? Yes, I guess I like that. You want to boil it down to that, but you're the historian who decides who knows what. So go on. I need to defer to your expertise.
And he's just got done capturing a massive progressive audience who are very politically savvy. They follow Hassan.
Well, hold on. By political savvy, you mean just fucking basically echoing whatever Hassan tells them, but yeah.
Hassan is strictly a political streamer. So this is something they're...
No, he's not. He's a political drama streamer. We have to stop pretending. That's like saying that Donald Trump is just a politician. He's not. He is a nightmare. He's a political drama person. He drums up fucking controversy for attention. What are you talking about?
Very keyed into. So when they see Ethan say things that are just like not accurate and it's just propaganda, they're going to call it out.
From the river to the
Okay, here we go.
sea essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
That's literally an opinion. What do you mean? Dude, do you understand?
It's a dog whistle.
Oh my God, he's so wading into the shit here. Do you know that statement is used by terrorist groups? It's literally used by terrorist groups. It doesn't always mean that, which is I was of course always saying that from the beginning, is that not everyone who's...
It's a dog whistle slogan. I talked about it in my thing. I'm not going to re-talk about it again. Like, I don't feel like going into it again.
Says that is like meaning that they want to annihilate Israel. But a lot of people do mean that. And it's a perfectly valid, I feel, perfectly valid reaction for someone who's Israeli to feel uncomfortable with that. Like, what is it you want to do to us? You know what I mean?
I know you guys don't care about what Israelis think or feel, but for Israelis, what Ethan said, that's what it means for Israelis. So if your movement is for peace, maybe don't say that. But say something else.
He's so fucking... He has no idea what he's talking about. He says Ethan is spreading Israeli propaganda, and then he shows me stating an opinion about a phrase. Like, what are you claiming exactly?
Well, their opinion would be like, that's... So that what they would be saying there is like, hey, that's not what it means. It just means to like free Palestinian people so that they're not being oppressed. And you're saying it's a dog whistle to try to some kind of like condemn people or something in some capacity. But it is generally a dog whistle that people will use to say, like, from the river to the sea, like, get rid of the Israeli people. That is what it is meant to be. And I can understand that a group of people who've been oppressed by the Israeli government might feel that way, right? But that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. It's like not accurate and it's just propaganda. They're going to call it out.
This is your example of not accurate propaganda? God, the bar is so low. The bar could not be lower. This is the dumbest. This is actually even dumber than some of these other people he cited. Like, I think he's making Noah Samson look like a scholar at this point. Holy shit.
From the river to the sea.
And by the way, meanwhile, this clip that we're watching is a Hamas official spokesperson saying we will do October 7th again and again and again and again, and we will never stop. Yeah. That's the clip we're watching. Official Hamas spokesperson. Do you want to fucking acknowledge? He is... I cannot believe he actually had the confidence to make this video. Oh, man. Can you guys find that? I find that this video is always haunting. And the way that people have continually downplayed it, I think is interesting. This is, yeah. You guys can find that and send it in Discord.
It essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
So this massive progressive audience that...
Wait, so is Ian going to explain that point or why you're wrong?
No, he says I'm doing Israeli propaganda and you just shared me sharing an opinion about the phrase from the river to the sea. Crazy. That's crazy.
Has adopted over the years, they're becoming increasingly critical of his position because now he's talking about it not on Leftovers, he's now talking about it on his podcast.
But I want to do a show you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that when you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking about it like it's some super racist oh my God, bro, you have no idea what you're talking about.
He's now talking
I'm talking about Israel proper.
But I want to do a show.
And you're showing headlines about Gaza. I literally say in this clip that has nothing to do with the conditions of Gaza and the conditions of the West Bank, which I consider to be like apartheid. Like it's completely based on my lived experience of 5 years living in Israel. My lived experience, bro. You are so fucking out of line. You have no idea. How do you have the confidence to make this video? Holy fuck, dude. Show you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that when you listen to Hassan. Israel blocks, and he shows these headlines. Israel again blocks Gaza aid. Again, I'm not talking about Gaza, which I say clearly in this clip, but go on. You hear all these fucking left.
Yeah, he's just talking about like people not dehumanizing is people like that are living in Israel. Like focus on calling out the government, not the actual people who live there.
Like mega lefties talk. Israeli authorities block healthcare to Gaza. Again, I'm not. Do you think that I'm talking about walking around Gaza? when I say how great multicultural it is?
We
did
never
you think that?
how Israel attacked Gaza since October 7th, not even once. We never like co-signed what they did.
Is that not the point he's making though?
I want to see this discussion. What the fuck?
Show you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that when you...
What the fuck happened?
Show you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that when you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking about it like it's some super racist, like crazy, like Jim Crow style.
Yeah, again, this is what I'm saying. They're acting like Israel proper, which there's 2 million Palestinians living there in Israel with full rights. People just lie about the conditions there. They say that like Israel or Palestinians are second-class citizens in Israel, and or that like
universities. You go to universities. There are so many Muslim students, hospitals, Muslim doctors. It's like it's not what people portray
judges,
as.
Governments.
They are in the government.
But the point is not that Israel is righteous. The point is not that Israel isn't doing terrible things. And like I've always said,
he said the bad word again.
Straight up, is that what they're doing in West Bank is apartheid, and what they're doing in Gaza is ethnic cleansing, right? So these are terrible things. But what I do think is that people think that it's like Jim Crow inside of Israel proper when it's not. I live besides Palestinians my entire time there, friends with them, worked with them, like they're integrated in all levels. So like there's a difference. And to me, I was like, people have this wrong idea of what it's like. I would like to go there and show you guys that, like, I don't think people understand that, like, you'll walk around like Dizengoff and you'll see like Arab families and Jewish families drinking coffee next to each other, and there's no problem. You'll hear mosques doing doing prayers from a loudspeaker next to fucking like a Tel Aviv street with tons of foot traffic. Like it is fucking interesting, and that's something that I've seen as uniquely from my lived experience there that I think is worth showing to people.
And we lived in Florentines, that's South Tel Aviv, and it's super close to Yafo. It's Tel Aviv, Yafo. Yafo is like more the Muslim side, even though it's both.
They're mixed. Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
But we would go there a lot. So you go to restaurants where there's Arab speaking people, and it's just, you don't even think about it twice. It's just normal.
Yeah, it's not. That's like no. It's not weird. Like it's not weird. They live together. In the West Bank and in Gaza, it's a completely different story, which I say. But I think it's inspiring that you see that it's possible. It is possible for Arabs and Muslims and Jews to live together in harmony.
Oh, AB said in the live chat that there was some personal info he didn't want shared publicly. Oh, okay.
Harmony, and they do in Israel proper. They do. I mean, there's probably a lot of discontent for obvious reasons for how they're treating Gaza and West Bank and stuff. But
when he's showing stuff like
it's
that,
unrelated.
Like we are not defending what Israel did in Gaza since October 7th. Like the way they handled that has just been awful.
Yeah.
I don't even have words. We've never once defended what happened there.
I mean, I've even been like, yeah. I mean, I think I've even called it a genocide, and I can definitely understand. I definitely think it might be. It depends on. I don't need to keep continually. About Gaza, right? I'm talking about Tel Aviv, which is where I live, in my lived experience there.
Like mega lefties talking about it like it's some.
And my problem is he's not even really addressing honestly with what it is I'm saying, because he keeps showing headlines from Gaza, which has literally nothing to do with what I said.
Racist, like crazy, like Jim Crow style of society. Like I can't wait to show you guys.
The other day, BB fired.
By the way,
oh, here we go to the next classic.
The AB got.
Yeah, they're constantly doing this one with what the fuck is his name, with a Gallant over and over again, even though they're just trying to make the point that Gallant wanted to end the war at that point. And then Yahoo got rid of him. Well, that was the whole fucking point. That was literally it.
Cut off. There was some private information that was said that we didn't want to say. That's it. There was nothing. Yeah, he's going to show the Gallant thing, which again, it's like, bro, it's so played out. We literally, can I not, like, it's weird how they don't let you, like, you say something and then you immediately be like, I was wrong. But that's not okay.
No.
It's always like you have to live with this moment where you said something right before you apologize and you're like, oh, okay, I understand I was wrong about that. But that's not good enough. They're going to parade this clip around forever. Like, it's so fucking dishonest.
a really good guy that a lot of people are pissed about.
So Ethan is having this back and forth with his liberal audience, leftist people online, progressive content creators, Hassan, all of these different people.
This bro literally just like cut out some headlines and he was like, see, Ethan's wrong.
Yeah.
Like that's your fucking level of research, bro. This is the actual conversation. You're entering the Israel-Palestine conversation with that level of context. That's crazy.
He's finding new people every day, basically, to get in fights with.
Of all people, this guy Matt Lieb, Frogan and Denims and all these dipshits,
And everybody thinks this guy's awesome. Yeah, it's like they're all fucking dogpiling for the same dumb shit that you are now too. It's not like they're random people, dude. These people are saying disgusting freak shit.
This guy that's on the screen, can we show his recent tweets?
Remember when he was laughing at Israeli civilians running in fear? Are you okay with that, Ian? Have you seen that? And are you okay with that?
Well, he probably didn't see that. Like, iDubbbz didn't come into this with like any level of intelligence. iDubbbz just came into this because it's safe. That's it. It's safe. That's what Ian does now. He's just
even though he looks like Milhouse, fucking dork.
He's afraid of getting canceled by people on the left again, so he fucking plays it safe instead of being like a fucking adult.
Denims, by the way,
Okay, that's funny. He should include that.
was the real villain of the video. Evil, hateful, fucking. And I'll say it and I'll double down on it. And people, no, not go there.
And it's all culminated, at least.
You guys know how I feel about them. I don't need to say it.
So is Ian going to say anything? Because so far he's doing like the Philly D where it's like, well, so people on the internet are saying this.
Well, no,
and Ethan said that, and they're saying that. Let me know in the comments what you think.
He is saying, he's saying he agrees with them, but he's just showing out of context.
He's not
headlines.
really though. He's just doing like a YouTube essay.
Let's see.
My story. In Ethan burning bridges with people until he burned
bridges. I don't fucking care about any of these people. They're all a bunch of psychopaths. The dog piled on me. For what exactly? Once again, saying that I don't think that Israel should be annihilated, that I don't think that the border should be immediately lifted, that I don't think that that would be a good solution. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Burned the bridge with me. Since Ethan and Hassan's falling out, I've been keeping to myself mostly. I don't have many nice things to say. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help, maybe if he stops harassing other creators.
Get some help?
Wow.
Like, who are you to, like, are you actually serious right now?
Wow.
I mean, this is the guy who's crying on stream. This is the guy who's crying performatively in his videos, iDubbbz, and saying like, "Oh, you need to get some help." Like what?
Doing the get some help thing, which by the way, he knows because I'm friends with him about like my struggles with mental health and what I've been through and how I've treated it and stuff. And like this whole get help thing, like holy shit, talk about fucking like gaslighting or crazy making. This is really pathetic stuff.
He doesn't have many nice things to say. Is he gonna say? What are they? Just leave us wondering.
Maybe if he does these things, eventually he'll find peace and we can like rekindle our friendship.
Really?
I won't speak for Ethan, Ian, but I don't know if you're watching this. I just have a feeling that that friendship's probably over for the foreseeable future. But I appreciate your optimism. You know,
Believe in my friendship. Bye.
So that's been my approach. I've occasionally thrown a joke Ethan's way.
Oh yeah, this whole thing started, didn't it? When they made some joke about how I said, "Isn't that the gay one?" Because again, I was being silly. We talked about some court ruling.
Right, I don't even remember.
And whatever.
In the form of Hassan Piker versus Ethan Klein for boxing.
I like iDubbbz. He's a good guy, but I don't like this. It's stupid. It's not a fucking petty beef. It's like this guy's evil and he's doing anti-Semitism, and also he's way out of my weight class.
He didn't like that, but
True.
In some
fucking yeah. I mean, I thought it was insensitive.
Sometimes you gotta just throw something out there.
Oh yeah, do a burp. It's so edgy.
He kept the burp. Yeah, he went woke, but he kept the burps.
Dude, even I've been trying to censor out the burps that I do. You know, I try to pause the recording while I'm live streaming and get rid of the burps. You know,
the left needed some burps.
but it's cool to not care, dude. It's cool to not give a fuck. You know, that's why I always cough on my streams. It's my tick.
Burps, that's for sure.
It's not. It's mostly my eyes.
Ethan busted, by the way, is still going on. Still at 50-50.
It's still at 50-50. I've been keeping an eye on that, and it's impressive. It's technically yes is winning, so you know it's 50.1 or something.
It's 50-50.
Yeah, but hey, nice, dude. This $30 donation from John C. This video is terrible, but can we not lose sight of the fact that even these losers didn't want to hang out with Mike from PA?
That is the best.
It jumped out to me right away. It really did.
Dude, he assembled the ensemble of like the anti-Zionist super team, right? And Mike from PA is not here. It's fucking brilliant, dude. Couch puncher didn't make the cut.
What if they actually invited him and he couldn't make it? Would that crush your soul?
There's no shot he wouldn't clear his calendar. Are you crazy?
I don't know.
You don't think he would show up for this?
I don't know. I feel like he doesn't get around a lot.
You think he's afraid? He's agoraphobic or something? Might be.
work with this video editor named Froggy Tonic.
Here we go.
I discovered him because he was in the circles online that I was in. And one of those circles is an H3 fan. He watched Ethan's content. He liked Ethan's content until he didn't like Ethan's content.
Damn, another fallen soldier. Another fallen fan. Wow.
There would be an occasional Froggy tweet where I'd be like, I agree with that, you know?
Ethan Klein, do you really think putting yourself, your crew, and your audience in a semantic competition over a petty, you're old, I'm right, you're wrong obsession you cannot get over is the right strategy? There's no context. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen to Hassan. Like, that's patronizing as fuck. What do you mean? What's the other stuff you said?
Like, I'm not going to endorse it. I'm not going to retweet it or like it, but fair enough.
I guess I just missed my old friend. What I saw is that Ethan's very much prone to anxiety and stress, and having loads of people on his head was a lot. He didn't leave room for self-questioning, instead going in instant defense. So this is him being reasonable, somewhat reasonable. The Froggy, we need like the album of just to show you how absolutely insanely unhinged this fucking psycho has been.
Yeah.
Just Gally probably has the album of this guy.
I like that. I like that soundbite.
Some wings are too bird feathered colored.
Now that brings us to February 28th of this year.
So, I really want to show those tweets from that Froggy Tonic guy.
What is his name again?
Froggy Tonic.
I genuinely cannot keep track of all of them.
There's a lot of Froggies involved.
There's too many frogs in this story.
Froggy Tonic.
Turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Why are there so many frogs?
Froggy Fresh?
Yeah.
And then Funky Frog
Frogan.
Bait is Lena's opponent.
I mean, here, I just typed
Frogan. There's just like frogs everywhere involved in the story.
I mean, I just typed Froggy Tonic Twitter, and it's saying Ethan did not leave. Oh, shut up, you impotent bitch! I've got 3 kids. How are you gonna accuse me of being impotent? That's factually the worst. I've got 3 kids, bro, and I got 9 male eggs lined up. I'm the king of shooting loads. You're browsing it chronically. You screen.
That reminds me of when my wife's vagina doctor said that I was a sperminator because we tested my sperm. You know,
You shot so many of our tweets. I'm gonna get them off Reddit, obviously, and you download folders might as well be as Hassan tweet archive. Ethan has holes in his brain. He said, hold on. I'm dumbfounded.
Why get down there?
Where was it? That's so weird. When I went to,
Which one are you looking for in particular?
I'll take any of them. I know there's a whole album of them out there of this guy's unhinged takes.
Twitter's a rat hole.
I don't know. This is Unported.
Now, my former editor of a year and a half ago did say some truly mean shit. He called Hila the...
Hila Klein, how do you think you are morally above us when you're just judging people based on where they're from? Okay, first of all, Yoav Galant is not a good guy. Palestinians don't learn to hate Jews at 2 years old, and you know all of that, you C-word. Don't recall you. Again, the Galant thing is so stupid.
C-word. He said they're trying to kill their dog with...
Just learned 2 years before Ethan's dog's death, some of the H3 fans voiced concern for this chronic vomiting. It's talking about kidney failure, got shunned by fans. Ethan declined the advice, stayed course, kept giving him cheese. Now his dog's dead. And of course, the point of this was saying that he understands why people are worried about my kids, that they think my kids are in danger. Clearly missing some context there.
With
So this was after CPS was called, probably, right?
I don't remember. I think it was leading up to it, actually, which makes it not any better. It was
No,
part of
this
it.
is after CPS was
Oh, this is
called.
after. Well, that makes it just unhinged
This
as
is
fuck.
more of like, here's why we're concerned, you guys.
Bro, you're missing some serious context.
Yeah.
If it's going to be like, I got CPS to my house, and your friend is saying, that's
Here's why.
justified.
Yeah.
And you're saying, oh, it was mean-spirited? Is that really what we're going to
And
do?
he's also saying he pretty much agreed with some of his tweets, just not all of them. Because in one of them he calls me the C-word. That was too far from
Yeah,
me.
no, I don't care if he calls you a fucking...
I couldn't even care less. Call me the C-word every day.
What I don't like is when people call her like a Zionist baby-killing genocider.
Yeah, or when they're trying to justify why they called CPS to our house.
That's
kind
They're talking about the cracker guys, okay? Just so you know. They're not talking about anything else.
Probably as bad as it gets.
A trillion times worse than calling me the C-word?
Yeah, I think that's as bad as it gets, is justifying why it was okay to call CPS on us. So...
and a bunch of other shit, I'm sure. Ethan...
Oh, that was very kind of you to just, yada yada, all the crazy shit. See, this would be where the benefit of preparing would be good, because I know that, but I can still put that together.
Yeah, we
But
can
yeah,
still do that.
I remember it was just incredibly unhinged, disgusting shit. By the way, just to go back to...
Oh, I guess that's why he ends up like stop watching this at a certain point, because he's like, you know what, it would be better if we were a little more meaningful in our response.
Point I was making. iDubbbz accuses me of spreading Israeli propaganda by saying that From the River to the Sea is uncomfortable for Israelis and explaining why. This is the clip we were watching at the time. Israel is a country that... Well, let me read this caption for you. Israel is a country that has no place on our land. We must remove that country because it constitutes a security, military, and political catastrophe. To the Arab and Islamic nation, it must be finished. We are not ashamed to say this with full force. We must teach Israel a lesson. We must do it again and again. The Al-Aqsa flood is just the first, and there will be a second, a third, a fourth. The Al-Aqsa flood is what they call the October 7th attack. Because we have the determination, the resolve, and the capabilities to fight. Will we have a price to pay? Yes, and we are ready to pay it. By the way, that price being all the fucking civilians that are dying there. They knew the price, and they were, again, as he says, okay with it. I mean, it was part of their war plan. We are called a nation of martyrs, and we are proud to sacrifice martyrs. I mean, listen to this guy. He's saying he wants to fight.
Well, yeah, what it sounds like this guy is saying is like, hey, to kill all of our, we don't care if our civilians die. We actually, no, that's pretty much what it sounds like you're doing.
This is an official spokesperson. We did not want to harm civilians. But there were complications on the ground. He's saying, and there was a party in the area with civilian populations. He's going, dude, what did you expect? Our fighters came across a party with a bunch of young kids dancing, and they had to rape and murder them. It was a complication.
I mean, that's just a lot.
It was a large area, 40 kilometers. The occupation must end in the Gaza Strip. No, I'm talking about all Palestinian lands. Once again, that's funny because it's exactly related to what he accuses me of spreading Israeli propaganda about. My point is when Israelis hear from the ocean to the sea, they hear all of Israel. And guess what? That's what the guy from Hamas is saying on the screen of the clip you showed.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Very clearly, they want to get rid of Israel and all Israeli people.
If a movement is for peace between two people, and one people is telling you they're not comfortable with the statement, shouldn't we change the statement to something that both people can get behind?
No, because they'll say,
peace?
Right. Well, people would say that Israel's the aggressor, so they shouldn't have to adjust anything.
Yeah, but that's like watered down American version of what's happening there.
Does this mean the annihilation of Israel? Yes, of course. The existence of Israel is illogical. The existence of Israel is what causes all the pain, blood, and tears.
Just the existence.
It is Israel, not us. We are the victims of the occupation period. Therefore, nobody should blame us for the things we do. October 7th, October 10th, October 1 million. Everything we do is justified.
It is justified.
Cool.
That is the words of an official Hamas spokesperson after October 7th. And that was on the screen as he was accusing me of spreading Israeli propaganda. Fascinating stuff here by iDubbbz. What a fucking insightful video this is.
Bayesian at some point discovers that.
Oh, come on, bro.
What is that?
Like, come on, bro. I've worked on myself. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I noticed that he kept using like pictures of Ethan when he was fat. It's kind of funny.
Oh, dude. That's going to tip the poll. Look, it's 51% yes now. You are busted, bro.
Oh, great.
You're busted as
fuck. You guys tell us that you're hotter than them, Ethan.
Sorry.
They got to use all pictures. They can't handle the heat.
Damn, your wife said that you used to be hot. That you're hotter now. It's kind of fucked up if you ask me, dude. She's supposed to you look handsome regardless. Trouble in Paradise, maybe?
Sure,
they can't handle Esteban.
Come on, use a new picture of me. I look good. I thought I looked good. Uh-oh. Shit, somebody just donated shekels. The parties weren't the only place where civilians were targeting October 7th. Hey, pipe down, Zionist.
Yeah, obviously, it's such a lie. They went on a mission to kill as many people they can, no matter who it is, slaughter as many people as they could until they were stopped.
The mission was explicitly to kill civilians.
Yeah.
You can see their war plans. They went specifically to Kibbutzim to kill the inhabitants there. Those are not military compounds.
They blamed cribs with babies in them on fire. So, like,
come on, what are we talking about? Is that Israel propaganda? I don't think so. But iDubbbz, the authority, the historian, I should defer to his experience and authority on the matter. This is as dumb as I thought it would be, by the way. It's like, it's not even good retelling of this horrible shit. Oh, this is the best. iDubbbz, Hassan, Gene, I guess that's Denim's, Frogan.
Yeah, it just seems like maybe Hassan showed him a bunch of clips that someone else collected for him and said, look, this is Ethan. And iDubbbz was like, oh man, this is Ethan.
Frog, Sean DeBlack, Mike from PA. God, look how happy they are.
What are we looking at?
This is them having a fun party where they're all hugging and loving, and then Mike from PA is sitting by himself, punching couches, man.
Damn, that's sad.
Fuck, I actually feel bad for him. Can you zoom in on the poor little girl?
She looks so sad.
I know, I feel so bad. Maybe we've been thinking about Mike from PA all wrong.
Maybe.
I got to love that he's taking the fattest L today.
Maybe he was just busy.
Maybe. He's got to show receipts then. I need to see receipts of that. I need an alibi.
I mean, it's on the other side of the country, to be fair.
Come on.
And I'm sure
you think come on. There's no way that he would miss this, though. There's no fucking way.
He's got a lot going on.
Come on. Yeah, you're right. He's a busy guy.
iDubbbz's former editor says this horrendous shit about him and Hila. But no one's asking the question, where does Ethan get this information from?
Oh, you see, wow. Here we go. He did his research, guys. By the way, this information, what information? You haven't even shown anything I've said other than the Golan thing, which we immediately walked back and corrected, and me expressing my opinion about from the river to the sea. That's your proof of me being an Israeli propagandist?
Oh, my Lord, yes, sir.
Come on, dude. What are you doing? He has no idea what he's talking about. He is so fucking ignorant on this topic. The fact that he felt comfortable making this video is so arrogant. Holy shit, dude.
Obviously a problem if Ethan was discovering this content by scrolling through Twitter, looking for something.
Why is he showing me scrolling Hitler? I forget the context of this.
Huh?
But I think it was making fun of you.
There was context to
it.
this.
Well, it looks like it was an Ethan Klein video.
Yeah, no, it was.
No, but there was context.
Well, I don't watch those.
I think I was making fun of
probably just to show.
you know what? I was showing anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
There was a thread on Twitter. Dude, that's crazy to use this one out of context. I was talking about how crazy anti-Semitism is, and there was this thread on Twitter where it was just full of Hitler doing Nazi salutes, and I was like, man, this is terrifying.
Is that the context he's giving?
No, he's saying that I'm scrolling Twitter for my info, and he's showing me scrolling an anti-Semitic post with Hitler salutes. Yeah, you can find it. I'll show you.
Well, it's supposed to be the insinuation. There's a weird insinuation later on where he talks about how Ethan might be anti-Semitic, and then shows when Ethan was mocking Elon Musk for throwing out like a Hail Hitler. It's very strange.
That's just how twisted this is.
Okay.
Well, here, I mean, just
back it up. Let me listen to what he's saying.
Horrendous shit about him and Hila. But no one's asking the question, where does Ethan get this information from? You see, it would be very
Mossad, obviously.
Obviously a problem if Ethan was discovering this content by scrolling through.
Where do you think Hassan gets his information from?
Let's just
I mean, really, I know.
Obviously a problem if Ethan was discovering this content by scrolling through Twitter looking for something to upset himself with. He has maybe set it up.
I'm looking, what is that? Okay, so he's saying I'm looking through Twitter.
You're seeking out things to upset you, which when you were still on Twitter.
But Ethan hasn't been on Twitter in so
Probably a little bit of truth to that one.
long.
Yeah, how long has it been?
It's been very long. I can tell you, I live with him.
I don't think it's been a long time since you've been off of it, but I don't think it was that long that Ethan fully got off of Twitter.
Well, I'm telling you.
What?
Well, he is not getting his news on Twitter. This is full on like
Yeah,
hallucination.
he's getting his news from Destiny, guys.
Well, no, it's been like 2 years probably.
No shot.
Well,
It was
October
not that
7th was in 23, right? I guess no, it'd be probably maybe a year.
Probably a year, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a year.
I'm going to check the lore website.
What year is it?
HDLore.com.
Oh shit, he's probably doing live updates right now. Oh, thank you so much. I got a timestamp to this exact moment.
There you go.
So, oh yeah, there was a okay, so the top Arabic.
You know, I forgot that I went into Love's live stream the other day, and I donated to him, and I said I said to him if he likes Pokemon, and he said yeah. I said, oh, what Pokemon would you be? And I forget what he said. And then I asked him if Ethan would be coughing or wheezing the Pokemon. That's it.
Streamer on Twitch was doing straight up Holocaust denial, and I was showing one of his tweets, and I'm like, dude, what is going on? Like, I'm sorry, but if like,
wait, that thread was his thread?
Yeah, you'll see. Here, I'll play.
Mute. Calling his opponents Jews.
Here, let me go back so you guys get the whole context here.
You know, not just Israel. And he says, God, see how I said I love that person who worries them, and this one is happy and says they deserve it. God,
sorry, I'm
sure he means Zionists.
Oh, fuck me. There's too much to watch here. No, I'll just
calling his opponents Jews as an insult and saying he loves Hitler.
Come, you pig, I will. He's saying in English on Twitch, you Jewish pig, as an insult. Like, I'm sorry. That's the biggest Arabic streamer. That's not fucking okay. Is that okay? Is this me forcing myself to get worked up? I don't think so. I think that's pretty inappropriate. Like, does it matter? Like, if there was, like, let's say a Chinese dude on Twitch and he was saying that, calling people the N-word, would that be okay? I mean, I don't know if that's I'm just saying, like, we all know using these slurs is not a good thing. But apparently he's doing this where it's like, I'm crazy for being offended about anti-Semitism. And it's like, isn't that fucking nice for you to say?
I'm still not even really connecting it to the point that Ian was trying to make.
Yeah, I don't think his point is very clear so far.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I think Ethan would be the Aloian wheezing, right? The one with the top hat. Is that the one?
He's saying that you're seeking it out, but you're reacting to this content. He's saying it's your fault for getting upset over it, which to me, I don't really agree with.
Well, that's insane to say.
Kind of victim blaming.
Yeah.
Well, here, let me.
You Jew. Trash. You trash. You trash.
How am I wrong for being upset about this?
Jew scum. You can actually kind of hear him. I know this because it's from the original VOD, but this
sounds like shit we should all agree on. Like, that's just not okay, period. That's it. Move on.
How am I wrong about this?
Stop getting worked up, you Jew.
It's so easy for someone who's like not the target of this insane hate that we've seen like percolating all over the internet to tell me you're getting worked up, buddy. You're getting worked up over nothing.
People in the chat are saying things like, dude, go just watch the video, please.
Isn't that what I'm doing?
This is what the process is going to be like. If you're interested in watching his video, you should just go ahead and pop on over to
I always find it interesting because like yesterday while I was watching the iDubbbz thing, I think Chud Logic specifically, he rated me, which was cool. Oh fuck. He rated me, which was cool. But I guess some of his chat doesn't know who I am. Jesus, they don't really watch me, obviously. So they were pissed off that I was pausing and giving commentary in the way that I would give commentary. It's like, go leave. But then also, like, you just came from another React streamer. So, like, I don't understand why you wouldn't understand that this is what commentary YouTubers do. I don't get it.
His channel and watch yourself.
What do they want me to do?
To stop pausing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I'm making that clear. Listen, we have a lot of viewers right now. Some of them might be new. So for those who aren't familiar with how the show works, Ethan is going to pause a lot.
Well, guys, let me be clear. This is not Twitch where I'm stealing people's content and playing it for my audience. Which, by the way, I read that Hassan did a chair react to this video. He left the room and let it play. That is not what I do here. I actually believe in fair use and copyright protection and all the parameters that offers. I don't steal people's content. I transform it into my own work, which is what I'm doing now, and that's why I'm pausing it so much.
I'm not taking a pause.
Unlike Jeremy.
Legitimately, if you want to watch it unpause, go watch on his channel.
Yeah, that's your option. And that's a great option. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Or do both. Go watch that.
Or watch it first and then come back and see Ethan's reaction.
Yeah, but that's why what I'm doing isn't theft. It's not meant to replace the original.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Well, I think at this point, like, you know, there's still a conversation to be had about it. But like iDubbbz made this explicitly for the case of like reacting to it. And then also other people are reacting to it. So I feel like you can't necessarily like pick and choose who, you know what I'm saying?
No, if you want to watch a streamer that wants to pee in the potty.
Unfortunately, I wish a lot of people on Twitch would learn from that, Hassan included.
You pause
Really,
so much.
Ethan?
Yes, I know. I know we do. That's
Why do you
what we're doing
care?
over here on the H3 show? Baby. Pause king.
But this is what, yeah. I mean, you guys are here to watch me watch a video. What do you mean?
Maybe I'm gonna pee in my trash can.
Maybe I'm gonna go pee in my fucking trash can. I actually do need to pee.
I do need to pee too.
Hold on, let me finish this.
Yeah, fuck it.
My God. Finding what survived. By the way.
You literally got
I'm sorry, I'm
one
yeah.
word.
That was
one word, bro.
All right, I'll work on it. I'm working on it. Maybe they have a point. Maybe they have a point. Maybe they have a point. Okay.
Oh,
This
God.
is the best we could do. We need to disable the. It's basically like once you play it, you can't press it for 20 seconds.
That would be
Oh, that would be good.
sick.
That'd be kind of.
If somebody can make
That
a
would
Chrome
be good.
extension for us, a custom Chrome extension that
That would
prevents
lose my
Ethan
mind.
from pausing as much, that'd be very helpful.
I'd be
Reach
like,
out to me.
Finding what survived.
I love the best stuff.
This is his edit, by the way, the Hitler cat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let me see that Hitler cat.
Yeah. From the original VOD, but this is the best we could do in finding what survived.
I love the best stuff.
Are you?
Stop.
I got you.
I want
yeah.
to. Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Okay, you're good.
Wow. Is it wrong to still think it's cute?
It is cute.
Like I feel like a bad
cute.
person
No, it's-
thinking
no,
that, but I look at that, I'm like, that's still a cute cat.
We can all agree that
Cat
it's
didn't
cute.
do anything.
Right.
Born looking like
Man,
Hitler.
my cat went to use the litter box, but just pissed outside of it. The Jews came in here in the middle of the night, burglarized my cat's bladder, and changed the trajectory of its pee to my
Guys, you ready for like the epic content of the video here? I'm gonna show you something soon.
floor.
This might also be photoshopped, but it also might not be.
Damn you, Jews!
But just like we don't blame Israelis for being
What
born
the fuck?
somewhere,
It's like Wiz critical.
we don't blame.
Or anyone for that matter. We don't
Or
choose
anyone.
that. That's
We don't
true.
choose where we're
Absolutely.
born. We don't.
Or how we look, you know?
True.
I
blame Mike.
I didn't
from
choose to be
PA.
blessed with his unbelievable.
You guys ready for the greatest Papa Gut reaction I've ever seen in your life to a Beathen video? Are you fucking ready for me to fucking decimate this dude? Are you kidding me right now? Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh damn! That went down fast. Holy shit! That's crazy. This is a little over leveled for me. Oh, my bad. All right. You know what? Cut that out. Cut this out. Cut this out. Cut it out, dude. I mean, hope we don't take any damage. Like, oh, that's why I'm taking so much fucking damage. Oh, fuck me in the balls. Damn, bro. Alright, guys, now all we have to do is not get hit by this fucking really powerful boss. And we are mint. That's all we have to do. We just have to not get hit a single time by this full health fucking demon over here. Alright, fuck it. We ain't doing this pussy shit anymore. And I died. Fuck me in the ass.
Purple hair.
Guys, it would have been so epic if I didn't lose. But it's okay. But it's okay now, dude. It's okay now. We're gonna continue.
Well,
you know what Mike from PA looks like? He drags a club on the ground when he walks.
Excuse me while I punch this down.
Hey, Mike from PA did not participate in this video. He should not be catching strays.
That's true.
Oh, Mike's always catching strays.
No, not today. Not today.
He's my chair.
He looks like
He's my punching chair. Yeah, and once again, I remind people of the fact that Hila,
I didn't even do that. But
not only was Hila born in Israel, her parents were born in Israel. This is 100 years of people living there. We're on like the third, fourth generation Israeli now. Like this isn't a fucking country that you can just pick up and move. Like it's a non-starter. It's just silly. Like I asked Hassan during our debate, and that one that he showed about how I'm so misinformed. I asked Hassan, what should Israel have done after October 7th? His answer was Israel should have disbanded its government and lifted the borders. Like, okay, awesome. Now, do you want to be serious for a second?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that any country in the world would react like that? I mean, no, obviously not. So let's actually try to have a productive conversation about this.
The best stuff.
Et cetera, et cetera. It's just, he's having a gamer moment, which is fair, you know. That's just what we do when us gamers get heated. See, and I'm even being kind to the guy. Yeah, a little anti-Semitism pop out there. However, so he was banned for 2 weeks for this, although Twitch reduced it to 1 week. Here's his Twitter replies. But why would they reduce it?
I was about to say, did that really happen? They reduced it?
Yes, this is all true. They gave him a 2-week ban for being anti-Semitic, and they said, maybe we're being too harsh.
KKK Clancy.
By the way, when he was announced that he got banned. Here he goes to Twitter. And by the way, I thought that when you get banned, you're supposed to like show remorse or apology, but he goes to Twitter and here's what he says. See here? Oh, here's the Twitch streamer bot. It says Twitch partner has been temporarily banned. This is community. I don't know if you guys notice something here that's somewhat common.
a commonality here, but I'll just scroll. Let's see. Okay. Picture of Hitler.
This could point out
This
a
one's
phenomenon
sensitive.
is totally legitimate.
Click
This
that.
is not
It's
you
just a
doing
picture
research
of
for your
Hitler.
news.
Okay.
Why was that?
You just make shit up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just take it in. Just take it in. Master. Here's a Heil Hitler. I'm a nice man. This one's now Hassan, a white fucking not Jewish person, is telling me, a Jewish person, that it's maybe you fucking need to. You're just overreacting a bit, don't you think? Like, where do you get off?
And now Ian is saying that because you're just getting your news on Twitter.
I'm talking to Ian.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Hassan.
No, I'm talking about Ian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't even think Hassan told me to like. I don't even think Hassan said something that dumb that I can recall. You know what I mean? Well, sure he has, but like about okay. I'm not. Okay. Here I'm defending Hassan. I did defend Hassan recently. What was it? There was something I defended him for recently. Oh yeah, because he didn't justify CPS coming to my house, and I thought that was so admirable.
They're investigating you, homie.
Anywho, censored. Let's see. Oh, it's it's Heil Hitler's actually, and this one, oh, it's Hitler again. All right, so
it's killing me that some are censored.
You guys get the
it's
idea.
like a game.
Easy, dude, for sure.
At the sort of community he's fostering here, it's a lot of Hitlers, man. Wow, not this one. Oh, this one was actually really nice. It shows IDF girls dancing and doing TikToks and stuff. Again, these are mandatory conscriptions. They're all like 18, 19 years old. Now here they roll the pictures from October 7th of civilians being murdered, people being taken hostage after they were raped.
Yep, pretty twisted.
Rocket attacks in Tel Aviv, paragliders who mass murdered concert goers, that kind of stuff. Not, just some light viewership. I mean, I could go all day. It's kind of actually pretty impressive.
This is pretty insane,
People are
right?
putting his face
Do you not
on,
think this is
on
interesting,
Hitler,
Ian?
which is epic and awesome.
Well, we
Now,
didn't finish what he was
have
going to say about it, which again, I was still unsure what point he was even driving.
Okay,
at
so now we're gonna drive it home.
All right.
We're gonna drive the point home now.
Been through Twitter looking for
I'm
Ethan
gonna go all the
to
way
get
back.
this information
Here we go,
from.
guys.
You see, it would be very obviously a problem if Ethan was discovering this content by scrolling through Twitter looking for something to upset himself with.
So I'm scrolling this guy's feed, who's got banned for being anti-Semitic, and he's accusing me of.
You don't know what he's accusing because you keep pausing out with the chat. I got to hear the rest of the sentence. I got to hear.
Fair enough.
By scrolling through Twitter.
Well, I mean, the context is that he's just trying to make it seem like he's just scrolling through Twitter to be upset when it seems like this is the guy who got banned for being anti-Semitic.
Looking for something to upset himself with. He has maybe set it up in such a way where his employees feel the need to send him this information, and that would be horrible. They shouldn't be doing that. They should.
I don't send Ethan shit about this.
Yeah,
Let me make that perfectly clear. I really don't.
I don't know that one.
No,
By the way,
this
first of
is all Ethan.
so nice of you to worry about the welfare of my employees, Ian.
Yeah, shut up, Ian.
That's so fucking.
Ooh, even Dan told him to shut up. That's fucking crazy.
You clearly are
Really
not
Get him, girl.
representative at all right now.
Sent her one text after the video was posted. Get him, girl. You care so much.
You have no idea how the inner workings of my company works, you dipshit. Mind your own fucking business. You're just making shit up.
What are you afraid of, Ian?
His other content cops were not this bad and dumb.
No, they actually were, from what I remember, I mean, it has been like 10 years.
But like his
I
targets
think
were
he used
easy.
to be
They're
like
one
well-researched, right?
Well, his targets were like
Oh.
one-dimensional. Like it's so easy.
But that's what I'm saying. It was like about 10. It wasn't about politics.
Leafy, yeah. You're like, I'm
You're
gonna
out of your depth.
I'm gonna make a content cop about the most contentious political conflict in history, in modern history.
And it's like the shittiest version of it. Like there's a million other video essays explaining the situation, but way better than this.
Completely agree. It's just a way, yeah. So far, anyway.
Ethan, I got some good news on a bad day.
Okay.
Hawk got pizza.
That is
yeah, I knew you like that.
Man, wait, that's not Hawk. That's Zane. Did he do that? Did he do that to cheer me up?
I don't know.
Did he do that to cheer me up, or just because he's?
Let's just go with yes. Yeah,
he was hungry. Okay, I'm still touched.
He's so sweet.
You want?
I got a really generous donation from 2014 Tumblr. Ah, those were the days.
Wow.
Ethan, we love you. Been a fan since 2015. The Ancient Times. H3 Productions is not going anywhere. You guys are goated. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
That's the thing again. Like, I'm so grateful because our audience is
Yeah.
very left leaning, but we're not like fucking communists, okay? But there's still a ton of people who are willing to stick around and listen to what I actually have to say and understand that I'm not coming from a place of like confusion or malice or misinformation. That I'm like, I have legitimate grievances that iDubbbz, by the way, is trivializing right now. He's contributing to it.
Be sending you things that are entertaining for your show that don't fucking trigger the hell out of you.
That is
Why is there so
my
much work
entire
being...
existence, brother.
That would be horrible. Looking for something to upset himself.
Spend all
with.
day
He
looking
has-
for something funny so that we don't have to talk about this.
Well, ironically, for the past week or two, it's been pretty like
It's been pretty chill.
Pretty
It's been
chill. Yeah.
We had a chill episode today. We had,
I came
people are
into work,
missing
I
out
thought
on
we
some
were gonna
good
have a ton
goofs.
of
We had some
fun.
good goofs.
Damn, right when Ethan finally stopped talking about it, iDubbbz pulled him right back, just like he said.
I thought we were gonna have fun.
We're gonna talk about Lord of the Rings. You know, Livy watched the first half of the first movie, so
I still like loves.
AB watched some of Wicked too. We're gonna hear about that.
We literally
Shame.
opened up with the Gatsby.
Right.
man.
I know.
Those are classic feelings.
What a way
Like,
to ruin the
and
fun, Ian.
now I'm responding, and the narrative is that I'm obsessed. It's like, give me a break, dude. I loved your parallel universe where the content cop was on kickboxing.
Yeah, that was my cope.
I thought that was a great idea. I was like, that makes sense. He could promote his events.
Yeah, right.
He could talk about other people
That
that
would
are
have
doing
been good.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, I'm going to solve the
Well,
Israel
no,
Palestine
he'd rather ruin his fucking things, like the credibility of his anything left. He'd rather ruin that than actually promote his event in the proper way.
Conflict on iDubbbz TV.
Oh, somebody in the chat said that.
Nothing about it too.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Mine is less important because it's about Domino's. But Domino's has stuffed crust now.
Do they?
Yeah, and I tried it the other day.
Do we have?
I gotta say, it's good.
Is that what we
no,
have
but
here?
Why
Friday,
did you
maybe?
bring it up, bro?
I was just reminded by the chat. Somebody said Domino's has stuffed crust now, and it's actually good. And I
Well,
agree.
let's
It's like
get the
better
pizza
than
we
the
have here
pizza.
in front
Hut
of
one.
Oh, thank you.
Can I get all your Domino's?
Can I get a hell yeah? Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. You can have it. Yeah, okay. Can I get a hell yeah? Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh wow. Oh wow. Canadian bacon.
Whoa.
Pineapple and jalapenos. Wow.
It's really good. That sounds like something my dad would order.
Oh my goodness.
Can Hawk just stay here? Does I need to go back?
Let's just move him in.
Yeah.
Can we get a visa for Hawk? Oh my god.
Is that the Antavius they're talking about?
This is so good.
Wow.
Oh, where's this from? I don't know what pizza place this is.
It's like Pizza Hut or Papillon. It looks like
Oh, it's Papa John.
Where's Hawk to take a bow?
Take a bow, Hawk. He might not want it.
Zane, you get pizza? Good.
So good.
Very good. Did we say you could have some? Okay. Obviously.
Give me a minute here, guys.
What kind of pizza?
Hawk,
this
everybody.
is like, this is like
Right
not
here,
major
Hawk.
change.
There's the cam. There's your camera right there.
Wow.
Take a bow. Yeah.
What a guy.
Thank you so much.
What a guy.
It's so kind of you.
All right. This is why this guy coughs all the time, okay? Because he's still eating fucking jalapenos on pizza. That stuff's not good for your GERD, Ethan. You know that.
What?
The name of the pizza place?
Oh, Hawk is Love's dad visiting from Sweden. Oh, that's cute.
What's a random spot?
Yeah.
You don't want to call it out?
No.
Why, you didn't like it? Did they screw you?
We ain't doing that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. We ain't doing that.
We ain't doing that.
Anyway.
Is maybe set it up in such a way where his employees feel the need to send him this information. And that would be
My employees
This
feel
is
the
so
need.
wrong.
What are you even talking
You're so
about?
far from.
Why are you making shit up, bro?
horrible. They shouldn't be doing that.
They shouldn't be.
It's the employee's fault, but also the employees are being abused by Ethan. Right. Just keep that in mind.
Sending you things that upset you.
They literally don't.
Well, some people do that.
Yeah. I'm just making it clear that I do not.
No.
I go out of my way not to. I feel like you got enough things pissing you off all the time. I like to send things that make you laugh.
This isn't one of them.
Right.
This is a solo journey. This is on the Ethan Klein channel. Your point makes no sense. I did this on my personal channell.
Right.
I didn't include the crew at all.
When Ethan does this,
I literally have never seen that video.
Dan, I didn't even know what it is.
Damn, that means the crew didn't get a piece of that pie, dude. Shh. That's terrible.
Watch that one.
Thanks,
I
by the
wasn't
way.
joking earlier. I usually watch them. Earlier I said I don't watch the Ethan Klein videos. It's not totally true, but that one I've never seen.
No, apparently.
You don't have to.
Yeah, apparently.
Side project.
They should be sending you things that are entertaining for your show that don't fucking trigger the hell out of you. Why is there so much work being put into discovering this guy on Twitter who's barely getting any interactions?
Bro, are you trying to defend yourself by saying he's small and therefore we shouldn't have to tell him to fuck off? His tweets were getting a ton of traction on our subreddit, like thousands of likes.
Yeah, if you want comfort people, it's our fans that post it to the subreddit that try to piss you off all the time.
But I don't even.
No hate to our fans, you know, no disrespect, but
They're not trying to piss us off. I mean, listen, if something is happening in the world, we should know about it.
yeah, right, exactly.
I mean,
and that,
right.
You can't just
in
leave
this
it under
case,
a rock and assume that nothing is happening.
I have literally no idea who this person is, and I did not seek it out and send it to Ethan to piss him off. I did anybody else here.
I mean, hello, bro. It's literally a screenshot of the subreddit. You stupid fuck.
Right.
You're so dumb. It's a screenshot of the subreddit. What?
Linking him to me and posting on the Reddit when there's no work being put into who the fuck is the person on the Reddit who's posting this?
What? Are we fucking
Wait, maybe he's cooking here.
Okay.
Icarus drowned. Who is Icarus?
I don't know whatever Mossad agent he thinks this is, but like if it has thousands of upvotes, I'm not fucking caring about who posted it. Clearly people find it interesting.
In the first place. If you do a little bit of research, it seems like it's an account whose intention is to make Ethan crash out. One of the users on the Snark Reddit points this out. They're like, I've seen this account before. This account has scraped.
This doesn't absolve you of being a shitty friend, dude. It doesn't matter who this person is or why they're posting. Apparently they're a Destiny fan, which is the most incriminating thing.
Right. I don't know why my mind didn't go there. I thought it was going to be something.
If Destiny
cooler
was my
than that.
roommate, I get him late all the time.
Yeah, that's always what it was going to be. It was just going to be like trying to associate him with Destiny. Yeah.
His point is actually that dude, if you see a post on Reddit with thousands of upvotes, you have an obligation to do a deep dive on the person who posted it before you talk about it.
Well, to be fair, I do usually do that when I'm like see a post that I think is kind of sussy, and I look at the account and see where they're like posting or whatever.
And what I was going to say is that he's showing a comment from Snark.
Right.
He said that iDubbbz is on H3 Snark. Let that sink in.
Sick.
And he cares to care so much about our crew members.
Points this out is to make Ethan crash out. One of the users on the Snark Reddit.
Bro, you are actually on H3 Snark. That is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
So apparently.
Well, that's what I guess he did. He went through the H3 Snark Reddit for funsies. That's what radicalized iDubbbz. into being a crazy guy.
Apparently, the most reputable place that's never lied about me is his source for this is a comment on Snark.
A top 1% commenter.
My mind is bending.
Power user.
So embarrassing.
Listen to the person who obsessively hate watches you, Ethan. Come on.
Dude, I can't believe Ethan Klein is sent a hate mob at Ryan Beard because Ethan complimented him. Isn't that terrible? It's fucked up. Well, you know, after Ethan and Hila sent me and my wife some stuff, they everybody's called me like a big stupid poopy boy guy or whatever. It was funny for a little while, but then they gave up because I don't care. I think it didn't really matter. Nobody cares about me. So who cares? So, but that's funny.
Okay, I don't know if this is real, but there is a super chat from somebody named
I don't know if this is real or Palestine.
Chris saying, "I'm Icarus drowned. I'm literally just a liberal and a Jew." Okay.
Busted. We found out he's Jewish. Well, I would.
Well, I think they're more concerned about lifelong Destiny fan because this is like the.
But
this is where it all ties back.
If that was true, show the evidence of that. Not one comment.
Well, maybe
Snark. Holy shit.
Unpause.
And again, nothing even fucking matters. But go on.
Out. They're like, I've seen this account before. This account has scraped its history, and it's now trying to make Ethan burn bridges. This is what.
That's it. That's it.
Do you know that that's it?
I mean, he's moved on. One comment on Snark.
Okay. Right.
Incredible.
Has proven that Destiny fans are hijacking my brain to be offended by anti-Semitism.
In Ethan's own community. Like, this is the thing that he needs to be critical of. It's not me. So yes, I am willing to admit that my former editor was being very nasty, uncharitable, and fucked up towards Ethan and Hila on Twitter. But Ethan and Hila are doing the same shit on their podcast. So I don't want to fucking hear it.
Terror supporter.
The CEO of Twitch.
Pedophile.
Now I'm going...
Wait, what? You of all people should find that funny. You can't be serious, bro. You can't be serious, bro. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, bro.
Ethan and Hila are doing...
By the way, I call Hassan a terror supporter because he literally is. Like, he literally is a terrorist supporter. Provably.
He's got 5 gifted from Mudahar, by the way.
Oh, what's up, player?
Ordinary gamer.
I saw he made a comment. I missed
it. Just 5 gifted. Boo. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I mean, dude?
it. Mega Awesome Nerd, one of our mods, says, Snark literally said I was a liar for saying I saw racist shit on them, even though I found a thread in 2 seconds where the top comment is like, Avery is Ethan's token black.
There you go. Stop seeking out stuff that will annoy you.
This man made a content cop where his primary evidence is one comment on Snark. Wow.
Same shit on their podcast. So I don't want to fucking hear it.
Terror supporter.
The CEO of Twitch.
Pedophile.
Is it not given any more context? Is he just like popping?
No, that's it.
So I don't want to fucking hear it.
Terror supporter.
The CEO of Twitch.
Pedophile.
Now I'm going to watch him.
That's it. That's it. That's the own.
Oh my god, what is this edit? This video is so bad.
That's the own, guys. So far, his evidence is me saying, I think the river to sea is offensive and explaining why. Or explaining why Israelis are uncomfortable with it. I think I was even more delicate with the way I said it. One comment from Snark. Is that it? Was there something else?
You scrolled a Twitter thread that had a bunch of Hitlers, which again, even after you, I didn't really understand your explanation. I don't really get the point that he was trying to make.
Oh, him? No, me either.
I think like I said, I think he's saying is you seeking it out, but it's your fault for seeing that.
That's what he's saying.
From what I understand,
it's such a weird point.
And
That I
also
guess it's
for
just
sending
like
your employees to send you stuff like that, which we don't, and you guys don't. So he's wrong and wrong.
Yeah, that's definitely what he's saying. I don't see any other way to interpret it.
Respond to the 2 podcast streams where Ethan and Hila call us spineless cowards.
Check.
Yep.
Looks like that dart hit a bullseye. Anyway, this guy was saying shit like that Hila's a Nazi, that she kills kids, that she went on like, she's like a IDF baby killer, all this types of shit. And that's showing up right up on us Nisa's and iDubbbz feed. My good. Do you not see why that would upset me? Is that a mystery, my friend? Fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up. You know why? Because they'll get murdered.
You don't know what's on my feed. What the fuck?
Well, you actually just described that you do see his tweets, and some you agree, and a couple you don't.
Right, he actually.
I didn't even catch that. That's actually funny.
I explained. Huh? I think I explained that she was
she was interacting
with it at some point. But Hila's point is even better. He literally just said that he's seen these tweets.
Yeah, he just said so himself. So.
And that he even agreed with some of them, but he didn't like them to not stir the pot or whatever. So, so it is.
He said
it is your feed.
That's a good point. When I was watching the other video, I didn't even catch that, but that is actually very funny.
Like it's your feed.
It is. Yeah. Well, so the reason what I saw was Anissa interacting with Denims in chat, talking about how I was wrong and yada yada. And I'm like, well, that's fucked up considering. And by the way, let's not address what it is that was said about me, right? Clearly, that's not as bad as me calling you spineless, right?
Call us spineless cowards.
Anyway, this guy was saying shit like that Hila's a Nazi, that she kills kids, that she went on like, she's like a IDF baby killer, all this types of shit. And that's showing up right up on us Nisa's and iDubbbz feed. My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up. You know why? Because they'll get murdered.
You don't know what's on my feed. What the fuck is happening? For all you know, I
do.
You literally showed it.
Because you said it.
You literally just told us a minute ago.
You're on video.
I know what's on your feed. And I mean, clearly, right? Based on this video alone.
Use the For You tab. For all you know,
This is your own? You don't know what's on my feed? Let's not address the fact that my friend called Gila a genocide murdering baby killer.
Wait, your friend did?
His friend.
Oh, his friend. Okay.
Let's not address that. Let's address this by saying, you don't know what's on my feed. Are we really okay? We're really taking this on.
I only use lists. For all you know, I'm seeing these things tweeted out by my editor of a year and a half ago and saying, God, that is nasty. I'm just not going to throw someone away because they're having a parasocial weird moment.
Okay, that's how you want to describe being a virulently fucking anti-Semitic and hateful, as a weird moment.
You still made no mention that CPS was called on our children and that guy was
celebrating it. Justifying it. Is that a weird moment? You know? I mean, what are we doing, guys?
Just like I'm not going to throw Ethan Klein away.
Oh, you're really going to hit me with that face? You really going to hit me with that?
The busted percent is climbing, dude.
Okay.
Bust Nation is winning.
You know what? I take it.
Say he's not going to throw Ethan Klein away, and he's making a content cop.
Yeah, while he's doing it.
We're up to 53%, Bust Nation. Just want to say thank you all for your support. I think we can easily get that up to 60% by the end of the episode. Is Ethan busted? Yes or no? Get your vote in.
I am not
as soon as
busted.
possible.
No, I am not busted.
Nasty. I'm just not going to throw someone away because they're having a parasocial weird moment. Just like I'm not going to throw Ethan Klein away because he's having a parasocial weird crash out.
Parasocial?
Is that not what you're doing?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Standing up for anti-Semitism is you being a parasocial crash out?
I don't know if he knows what that word means. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, iDubbbz is just kind of supporting the whole, like, Ethan is just crazy theory going on here. That's pretty much all it is.
Again, it shows like a callous disregard for my human experience.
Yeah.
It's like he's just subscribed to the crash out narrative, which is just dismissive.
Yeah.
So like I'm 100% right.
Who are you being parasocial with, though? I'm still a little lost.
He doesn't even know how to talk anymore.
Is that? I'm trying to think of a, because presumably he's talking about you talking about either Hassan, like the overall Hassan thing, which is a person that you know, therefore it's not a parasocial thing. It's just a social interaction. Or I guess the Froggy guy. Are you being parasocial to the Froggy guy? I guess. Froggy.
Didn't parasocial require?
Oh, because we are calling Ian out maybe for not.
But I know.
But you guys are friends.
Yeah,
that's why I'm lost on that angle.
It's real.
I don't know. I think he doesn't know what he's saying, honestly.
By the way, I don't know if this is supposed to be like the answer to my Hassan video, which again, not to toot my own horn, but fucking minute for minute, like my video is well researched, supported, tirelessly like edited, and this is just dog shit, bro. This is dog doo doo.
Because they're having a parasocial weird moment. Just like I'm not going to throw Ethan Klein away because he's having a parasocial weird crash out.
Look, if I knew that you felt I was having a parasocial weird crash out, then I don't want you to be my friend anymore. That means that you have a callous disregard for my human experience, and I don't want to be your friend. And and I was right, by the way.
Yeah.
So
totally.
It's actually even worse than I thought.
Yeah, actually.
So yeah, I mean, I was 100% right, and you are not a friend of mine, clearly. How many women I fucked? Hassan, by the way, thousands. Yeah, thousands. This is Hassan saying, Ethan, okay, whatever.
Weird crash out.
How many women I fucked? Hassan, by the way, thousands.
Yeah, thousands.
Let me ask Galia. These shoes do not go. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. What? What are you doing? This is my crash out talking about his shoes. Do you know, Ian, that there's 41 videos about me on Hassan, on all of his industrial complex in the last 30 days to my one? Do you know that? Galia, some Orient Gamer says, this is the weirdest argument. So it's okay for all these people to talk their misinfo, but you can't clap it back and correct the record. Apparently not, because Jews, I mean, I have to say, because I can't imagine Mr. Woke, just discovered empathy, would say this about any other minority group. But for some reason, he feels very comfortable coming out and telling a Jewish guy that he needs to stop being offended by all the anti-Semitism. That's really fucking interesting to me.
Thousands. Yeah, thousands. Let me ask Galia. These shoes do not go. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Hassan's the type of dude who watches himself in the mirror when he has sex.
Watching me on it.
That's fun.
Okay, that was...
Listen, there's nothing wrong with doing that. That's what I do sometimes. All right. But you know what? I think we've watched a good amount of this. I think we're ready to call it a day on the on this. We watched a good amount of it. I think we got a general perspective. I'm excited to see him talk about the rest of it. It'll be a fun time. So